Greetings, fellow adventurers, and welcome to Horsemen of the Apocalypse. We are Twitch affiliates and proudly sponsored by VentureSense. Click the link below, check out their amazing products, and while spending time with us in the chat, obey all the rules and listen to your moderators. While watching our stream, you are earning 2 currencies. HotA points are linked to the minigames in the chat, and you can use them to buy extra raffle tickets when we give away free merchandise. Loyalty points are used for interacting with our show. You can buy inspiration points or health potions for the Dungeon Master or for your favorite player. There are several Twitch commands that you will need to be familiar with in our chat. Refer to the panel below if you forget them, or ask a moderator for help. These commands are how you play our mini-games, enter the giveaways, or request songs for the channel playlist. If you enjoy our content, clicking the follow button will notify you when our channel goes live. Join the HotA family by becoming a subscriber, and you get several benefits. A custom icon, unique emote, increased chances of winning in all mini-games, access to a private chat room, and free song requests. The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned. And we are live. Welcome, world. We are premiering HotA Season 2. Dun, dun, dun. And look at everyone's excited faces.
Nice.
They're all being so quiet.
Stoked for it.
Welcome, everybody, to Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I am your humble Dungeon Master for the night, DM SteelX. Probably the most humble DM you will ever meet. Trademark. So we have 4 new players for you guys. You have seen them in other places on the channel, but they are gathered here for session 0. So we're going to be going in the same storyline as season 1, but these guys are starting back at the beginning. So if anybody missed it or anything like that, you guys will get to see it. This is going to be very similar but different at the same time. It's going to be a completely different story. Same NPCs, same world, but we got different characters who are going to make different decisions. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's kind of an experiment myself and the developers are wanting to do as well, to see how different a game can turn out with completely different players with different characters. So let's see who our 4 players are. Let's get some introduction. Tell them a little bit about you. Actually, tell a bit about yourself because it's the first time. Who are you? Where are you from? And tell us a little bit of your character, and we'll get more into character introductions after the announcements. So we'll go across the bottom order. So first would be Juju.
All right. My name, Brian Gunter. I am coming out of Erie, Pennsylvania, Northwest PA representing. Been playing the game for 3 or 4 years, I think. And I will be playing Joanem, the conscientious protector variant of a Loxodon cleric.
Awesome.
Should be fun.
Awesome. Welcome. And next we have not Mike.
Not Mike.
Yes.
Yes. My name is Not, last name Mike, a.k.a. Chris Ferguson. Also hailing from Pennsylvania, York City, Pennsylvania. Been a D&D nerd for the past 3-4 years. Got started with the whole Critical Role thing. And living the dream here on the HotA channel. And let's see, what else? I'll be playing Treble, the bard. It is a half-breed, and there's a gnome / tabaxi.
Awesome. Welcome.
Dang.
And you're sporting the matching ears. I love it.
I got 4 the homies.
Oh, nice.
Love it. Love it.
Okay, welcome.
And I'll be playing 13. My name's John. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I did spend a little bit of time in PA, so we got a whole bunch of PA representation here. I'm a Ratkin monk, and I'm the soul of the group, and I like to ambassador things now and then. I guess that's a word.
It is now.
Yeah, and I GM the Dungeon of the Mad Mage game here on the channel every Monday at 6 p.m. So come on, stop by. Join the other 100 or so people that watch us every week.
Awesome. Welcome. And last but certainly not least, he is muted.
I am Shadow.
There
I
he
have my mic muted. I'll be playing Gurdoraka, the Bugbear Wizard, and this is Wobbles, my familiar.
Yes.
Care to
I will
expand
eat
at
him
all,
by
or
the
is
end
that-
of the session.
2 words. Nom nom. All right.
Throw it at your feet.
We'll do some quick announcements. Channel has been growing and growing and growing. We have been absorbing other channels. We have been partnering with other ones that have been coming on. And we want to extend a special thank you to all you viewers for helping us because as of Monday, we qualified to apply for partner for Twitch. So round of applause for all the viewers. You guys are amazing. It's great. So we don't know if we've been accepted yet. We will let everyone know. We'll put the information out in the Discord. So if you guys haven't joined that yet, information is on the Twitch page. You should come check that out. We have other new content that's going to be coming as well. Kyle is revamping an old campaign. It's a steampunk one, and as soon as we make partner, it's going to be on the Twitch page, but it's also going to be on the YouTube, so check that out. We have a Vampire the Masquerade game that is still currently in the works, but that'll be coming on Thursdays. Dilly dilly, thanks for the follow. Let's see, so Sundays we have Ages Past at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We have Dungeon the Mad Mage run by Chubby, and then that's Mondays. Tuesdays we have Season 1 of HotA, and this is Season 2, and we do every Wednesday 6:30 p.m. Pacific. All right. Little disclaimer. So if you guys see above their boxes, there's little holders that hold orbs. All of the Season 1 guys are all decked up, but these guys haven't had any yet. So you guys can use your HotA points. Dilly dilly, thanks for the follow. And you guys can buy these players inspiration points, health potions, and sanity points. They won't need sanity points for quite some time. So spend your points on that. You get those by watching and playing the mini games in the text or in the chat. I think that's it for announcements. Did I miss anything, guys?
I think that's good.
Sounds good here.
Yeah. We have a rebrand that's coming very soon. So make sure you're a follower, and it'll automatically switch over when we rebrand. All right. So let's get into some more in depth. You guys have already created your characters, so we're not going to be able to stream the character creation process. But let's go one at a time. Let's hear a little bit more about your characters. Obviously, there are some backstory things that you guys are keeping a secret, but anything that is public knowledge, that would be good to just get right off the bat. Some things about your character. You can talk about your personality traits, your flaws, your bonds, stuff like that. Physical descriptions of your character. And AJ bought Finley. Oh shit, I haven't updated the thing yet. So Finley is player 1, so that would be for Junem.
Yes, thank you.
Bang.
What?
Yeah, I need to update those. Sorry,
Probably because of my position.
So yeah, let's start with Juju. Let's get some background on your character. What are some things about you?
Okay. First of all, I look badass, right? And I am a very large 7'3" Loxodon. I am a little conscientious about my weight, so easy on the jokes. I'm a slim 375. I am a shield-bearing cleric of the Order Domain. Us Loxodons, we hail from the northern coasts, wandering tribes, and we have some issues from time to time, so we've made our way eastward, and I like to do a lot of traveling. I'm quite proficient at picking berries, doing the herbalism things, and I like to let everybody know about Carvalia, the one and true strongest goddess.
Okay. Awesome. All right, and then the treble. Let's hear some stuff. Man, they just keep blowing this stuff up.
Oh, right. So treble. What to say about treble? Short and sweet. What he can't. No, I'm not going there. He's the gnome tabaxi bard. He grew up in the middle of nowhere in the woods with his dad and his runaway mom. Can't share too much about that, but he was sent by his father to the college of lore, and learned to be a bard there. Some things happened that drew him back.
Dilly.
And we'll just say that he's on a quest for vengeance.
Okay.
And he did go back to complete his bard training, but also earned 3 points in rogue. And there's a story about that too, but I don't want to get too deep into it. But
Okay.
other than that, yeah. Tabaxi half-breed bard, and I can say tribal?
Yeah, you
Say
can say
that?
the backstory.
Tribe.
Yep.
Yeah, the backstory tie-in is tribal, and
Okay.
that you'll find out later.
Okay, awesome. All right, let's hear a little bit more about 13.
Meow, meow, meow.
13, he just woke up somewhere and, didn't know what was going on and heard some things about this Lunder person and the whole thing about the unity. So he's going out and preaching and, his massive 2.5 foot height. It's about 35 pounds. He knows Yunem pretty well. They've met a couple times and hung out and spent some time together. He's a drunken monk, and he's just an all-around dirty rat. So, looking forward to having some fun with everybody here and
Awesome.
all the viewers. Thanks for all the follows. And just a real quick thing, all this fine artwork is brought to you by AJ.
Yeah, they look fantastic.
Badass.
Yeah, everybody kind of pan around so they can see.
Dilly.
Wow.
so they can
Yeah.
see. We also got the minis of their characters in casual and combat poses. Those were colorized by Nicole, so thanks for that. Our wonderful artists. We got one more character to hear about. Let's hear about you some more, Gur.
Last but not least, Grr. First thing you'd notice about them, they are not a full bugbear. They are a half-breed bugbear. They grew up as a tradesmith with their father, crafting little things, shoes, repairing clothes, weapons, that sort of stuff. They found out about magic at a very young age and decided that if you could create things with magic, why do you need to create them with your hands so much?
Mm-hmm.
And traveled to the city of Laywell, where they learned their trade better and learned what magic they could before setting off in the world to become a full-blown wizard.
Okay, awesome. All right, so we're still set in Candoria continent. The capital city is Candoria proper. We have a little video that we're gonna play for all of you guys who are viewing. This is the campaign introduction video. So the players saw this a long time ago when they applied, and it's been a long process, but this will be a good little refresher for them. But also kind of let you guys know the kind of the setting for the plot and the story that they will make with the plot moving forward. So here we go. Enjoy the video.
The cosmos is filled with breathtaking wonder and untold mystery. The world your character is based on is just one of many life-bearing worlds in existence. Technological advancements are too primitive to provide sufficient answers to the myriad of questions, so the unknown is shrouded in lore about the mystic and the divine. Ancient texts and manuscripts tell legends of powerful deities, these beings with abilities that haven't been seen or heard of in the last century. The elderly share tales from their past of these mysterious occurrences, but lack of recent evidence has steered these legends to be thought of as mere fairy tales or fanciful bedtime stories for children to enjoy. However, this all changed 20 years ago. Evil creatures appeared and natural disasters with them. The need for adventuring heroes has begun. Thwarting off these monsters and protecting the weak became the most noble of causes. The belief in deities in ancient lore started to resurface in an attempt to provide answers to this changing world. Once a year, the 3 moons around the planet align in a lunar eclipse, and beautiful auroras can be seen all around the world. During this, there is a week-long festival. Evil seems to be hindered and there is rejoicing across the land. But on the 5th annual eclipse, a terrible being appeared and massive destruction followed his wake. A pattern began to emerge. Every 5th year since, another being appeared, and they have been calling themselves horsemen. Each creature has been progressively more powerful than the last. Time is drawing near to the 20th annual Lunar Festival. The ruler of the lands has assembled the most powerful adventurers in preparation for the next horseman. An elite group of 4 stand above the rest, and these adventurers are your player characters. Can these adventurers work together to unlock the mysteries of the divine before evil gains a stronghold, destroying the world? Present ideology may not provide the answers. Forgotten secrets from the past may be needed to unlock the truth to what is happening in the cosmos.
All right. Hope everybody enjoyed that. So that was the campaign introduction video. So you guys are here to unlock the mysteries of the world and of time. So just to give everybody a little heads up, if you guys haven't been watching the first season, this is a time travel campaign. But that will take place after the campaign actually starts. This is session 0. These are practice games so that these guys can learn the world and figure out their characters before the campaign begins. But that does not mean everything that we do is not important, and that does not mean the things that they do does not affect the game once it starts. All right, so we have 2 groups of 2. 13 and Trouble. You have a common NPC friend, and both of you have been in contact with him. His name is Devis, and he works for the Shroud. He gets hired by the Shroud for a lot of quests, and so you both independently have reached out to him at different times about getting some kind of revenue, some gold going. Speaking of, we need to starting wealth as well. Dilly, thanks for the follow. So you guys have been reaching out to him. So he has, you guys have heard of locations where there is a satchel with his reply that he left for you. So you guys were en route, trying to go pick up that satchel with the message. And 13, you have Jew that has gone with you. You guys have known each other in the past. And then Trouble, you and Gur know each other, so you guys are both going to get this satchel. But we need to do starting wealth, and I totally forgot to update the macro. I knew I forgot something. So it's going to say the Season 1 player names. I'm sorry about that. I will get it fixed, because we do this every time we start a new year. Where's wealth level? Here we go. All right, so Finley is player 1. So just go 1, 2, 3, 4 for you guys across. Jew, Trouble, 13, Gur. So you take the number and then you times it by 10 and you times by your level, which would be 1. So that is your starting GP amount when you guys set off.
I got the least amount.
Womp womp.
And I will make a season 2 one for that. Sorry. Kyle's like, more gold for Finley. No, Kyle, no. It's not your game.
I'm keeping it. Get
the fuck out of here,
man.
All right. So we're going to be splitting well, not splitting party because you guys haven't even joined up, but we're going to be partitioning 2 and 2. So I need to know from both of you which two want to go first for starting their storyline.
I'd be happy to let Treble and Gur go first.
Okay.
It's perfectly fine.
All right, Treble and Gur.
Sorry, I'm just getting over the fact that I just rolled a 3 on a 20.
All right. So Gur and Treble. Treble, you were told by Devis that the satchel for the note is in a swamp. So you got Gur, and you two have been headed towards the location where it's supposed to be. So you guys have been trudging through swamp water that's almost up to your knees. Well, with you being a gnome, it's probably a little bit higher.
You haven't. I'm on his back.
Yeah,
got Yoda style going on.
The murky water that you're tromping through. The surface is kind of clear, but it's got scum floating over the top. But the bottom section of it, Gur, as your big woolly legs are just tromping through, it's very muddy, so it's kind of sludgy as you're stomping down, and there's kind of the stank of the swamp stank that's kind of in your nose. You guys are surrounded by patches of these long trees with these quaking branches and vines that are hanging down from them. And before you know it, you actually start hearing buzzing noises and these fine wings flapping, and and before you know it, both of you are actually surrounded by some sturgy, and I need you guys to roll initiative.
Oh, joy.
As the first thing of the game. So let's pull that up. That is the wrong thing. I need turntable. Okay.
You gonna keep that 3?
Am I allowed to reroll that 3?
No trebles from earlier.
Thanks for the follow.
Oh.
We got a couple falls while the video was playing too, so thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thanks,
Get
guys.
it.
All right, so we need to. So there is an initiative button, so use that. Select your token and then click the button.
Oh, so much better.
Why is it not letting me roll initiative?
Select your token.
Yep, select token and then click the button because it's gonna have modifiers in it that it will miss.
Yay! Look at that, natural 1. First roll of the day. First roll of the season.
First roll of everything.
Oh, man.
Okay, so we got that one, And let's get these decked out and we'll start. Okay.
I'd just like to say this is... Oh, no, it didn't work. Oh, God.
Okay.
Very testing.
All right, so the two of you are just by yourselves, standing in the middle of the swamp lake, and I need to scroll down so everybody can see. So surrounding you are 5 of these blood-sucking giant mosquitoes that their bellies look empty and they look hungry. You can just see hostile intent as they are swarming around you, and you guys did not roll great, so they're gonna go first.
Shit.
We're dead.
So yeah, Sturgy are normally very powerful, but I don't know if you guys read it. I sent some changes that we're applying to the game. It was for flanking, health potions, adding minions, and some other stuff with critical failures and successes. So I don't know if you guys read that, but so these are minions. I'm just letting you guys know because it's the first thing going right off the bat. So minionizing stuff means that they have 1 health, but they have the same normal attack. So that is something we're going to be using in the game. Health potions are going to be always consumed at the maximum value. But instead of it being a free action like used to have it, it's going to be a standard action to drink it, but you'll always get the maximum amount. With flanking, if there are two enemies adjacent, like on the opposite side, they're each going to get a +2 if it's melee attacks, and if there's 3 or more, everything attacking melee will get a +5. It used to be advantage, but we're going that way, so that way stuff with pack tactics and stuff like that will still get those bonuses.
And GER drops, so
Yeah.
I was gonna say, listen.
I was like, where did my
video's all
ended?
jacked? Yeah. Oh, is that what it is?
yeah, GER drops. So
Oh, fantastic.
he,
All right.
he didn't like his initiative roll.
No, he didn't. He quit. All right, so we will actually pull up the break timer until he comes back. Sorry about that, guys. Some technical difficulties. We will be right back. There is
It's a
some
natty
lore,
one.
some lore stuff about their characters, so you guys have something to watch.
It was my natural 1 roll. I apologize.
My name is Julian. I have become a conscientious protector for those who cannot protect themselves. Odd things have been happening since Ilundra disappeared. The tides fell out of order during the first eclipse, and the females of my tribe have since become ill. Being from a nomadic coastal tribe, this is very concerning. That is what brought me to Corvalia's temple, in search of answers. I was there when the first horseman arrived, and it was then that I knew the full extent of my destiny. I seek the knowledge to allow my tribe to survive and flourish. I seek the answers to the goddess's disappearance, and I seek the means to prevent the devastation of these horsemen from ever happening again.
Behold, it is I, Treble, your adventuring leader-ish bard, here to tell you a quick tale. That was a tale joke, meow. I grew up hidden from the world as a result of an unlikely love. Mama Tabaxi taught me important shrub values, and Papa, Tinkering Gnome, sent me off to Banff to get my lust for music and magic out of his fur, meow. It was there I excelled through my training, made some friends, some enemies, and fell in love. But it all came to a halt when I caught wind of my mother's death. Long story short, I sought training for revenge, and upon my return to Banff, I discovered the love of my life's village had been destroyed by some connection of war horsemen. I fell to pieces, and at that moment, I wanted to end my life. But then a childhood memory of meeting Alundra flashed before me with the words, "In your darkest moment, you'll know what to do." Yeah?
Hey yo, 13 here, Ambassador for Unity and Honey. First thing I recall is waking in the Temple of the Unities. There, I learned and I studied all about Alundra. And let me tell you what, her ways, they was rad. But so few people would listen to the words. This really started to get me down. This is where I finds out I fights better with a buzz. Yeah, I'm a monk, what of it? My love is honey, and my soul is unity. Some of yous call me a dirty rat, and yous know who I'm talking about. So after years of preaching the unity, it's not until now that yous come to my door asking me for help. Well, this may be the miracle opening I was looking for. Let's go. Hey, anybody see my pants?
When I was young, and still unsure whether my name was Gur or if there was just the noise my father made to call for me, a woman named Alundra visited my village, and the sheer variety and potential I saw in her magic made it so my course was clear from a fairly young age. I vowed to learn magic to better the world around me, moved to the city of Laywell as a crafter shortly after, and set about learning from any who would teach me, though not many would, as the Revenant guarded their magic with a zeal. While many found me to be a dependable solver to many of their troubles, it wasn't long until I hit a wall in my studies, so I took it upon myself to explore the land and seek knowledge where I could, leaving the city of Waylow behind. In my travels, I helped those I could, but to me it never seemed to be enough. There were always more things attacking, people needing saving. but I cannot allow myself to wallow in this. I must rise up and end this once and for all. Someone or something must be behind the horsemen, and I will find them.
My name is Nam. I have become a conscientious protector for those who cannot protect themselves. Odd things have been happening since Ilundra disappeared. The tides fell out of order during the first eclipse, and the females of my tribe have since become ill. Being from a nomadic coastal tribe, this is very concerning. That is what brought me to Corvalia's temple, in search of answers. I was there when the first horsemen arrived, and it was then that I knew the full extent of my destiny. I seek the knowledge to allow my tribe to survive and flourish. I seek the answers to the goddess's disappearance, and I seek the means to prevent the devastation of these horsemen from ever happening again.
Behold, it is I!
Man.
All right, sorry guys.
Just leave quick. Get out.
Okay, bye.
Thanks.
Connor.
Connor.
Jeez.
We got it, guys. Thanks.
And there's Connor.
That's awesome.
AJ got it. Thanks, Connor. All right. Look at all the help and love we got. Thanks, guys.
That
We
is
appreciate
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
Everybody
That
came
is
in
awesome.
to save the
Beat that.
day. All right, so let's tell Shadow.
We gotta
to
reset the
connect.
video.
No,
Let me,
it's got
Oh, we're
it's
good.
it's good.
Awesome.
I just turned
we
his, turned his cam off. Okay, sorry
Okay.
about that, guys. We are back though.
All right.
Okay, so but he's the one. Okay, shit, he's the one that needs to play right now.
I cast duplicity.
All right, so we'll actually we'll pause this one. We'll come back to it. We'll go over to the other two, and hopefully Shadow's able to reconnect.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay, so let me clear out the initiative.
You get to re-roll that lousy initiative. How cool is that?
All right,
Sweet.
so 13. In speaking with Devis, you were in a cavern, heading toward the scroll inside the satchel, inside of there, and you guys had spotted a small group of kobolds that were inside the cavern. So you guys have ducked down. Thanks for the follow. And we're getting ready to go in, but they have not spotted you yet. So let me drop you guys over inside of the cavern. And let's get some initiative roll from you guys.
Oh man.
All right.
Looks like your nat one still beat me. Shit.
Okay, so they have not seen you guys yet, but the initiative is ready. So you guys have crouched down when you guys came up on this platform to look through this cavern. The floor is kind of mossy, and there's some little things of pond water all around this cavern. You heard them coming, and while you guys were up there, you ducked down. But they have gathered just below you guys. What would you like to do?
Shit, 13. I can't stay quiet forever.
13 is gonna pat Junem on the haunches and just, you just charge on in, and I'll be right behind you.
Perhaps before that, I could try something long range. Yes.
It's okay if you want to throw something.
Don't you have those little stars? Yeah.
Man, I got darts.
Okay.
The monk do you think I am throwing stars?
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna get into range and just drop a sacred flame.
Okay.
But before I do, I'll have to mark that out.
just ping on the map where you want to drop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't know how close I can get before they actually see me, but
Well, give me
I'm
a
going-
stealth check and
shit.
13 is going to point to the one in the front there. He says, "Jesus, just get in."
I'm being very sneaky now. Though. Watch.
Okay.
After you see light in the sky, we go in. Got it?
You got me?
And yeah, as soon as I get into range, you're gonna see just like a column of light come down right onto this first guy I can see.
okay. All right, that's not AOE, right?
No, single target DC 13 dex save.
Okay.
Dilly dilly.
Thanks for the follow. Oh, he crit failed.
Dilly dilly.
Hey, all
That is
right.
going to hit. All right, and it's going to do 3 radiant damage. How do you want to do it?
Yeah. As we're gonna start charging, all I want is just like this blinding light to come down. Blinding, I mean literally, hopefully at least. But
Okay.
and so I can just like come charging in right behind that light and just start heading towards the next guy in line, because we're gonna have to wipe him out. And I'm presuming 13's right behind me.
Okay. All right, so we went through. So this was the surprise action. 13 had a higher initiative. This is the first one, so we can fudge just a little bit. But moving forward, it should have gone in order. So if 13, if you would have held your action, but we'll go ahead and grant it this time. If there's something you want to do.
No, he's good.
Okay. All right.
I'm behind
So
the elephant. I'm fine.
The sacred flame is going to come from the darkness right above and fall on this kobold, and he's just going to be burning alive. You're just going to hear the crackling, the scales popping off his body, and the other kobolds are going to start to scream in Draconic. Do you guys, anybody speak Draconic?
Not this Loxodon.
Okay.
Don't speak.
Okay. And they are going to start looking around the area, and they're going to actually back up to each other. These two here will move in.
Oh, perhaps they still don't see us. I don't know if you remember, but I've never been this quiet before. Usually they come running right at my fat ass.
All right.
This
so
is amazing.
So as you guys kind of peek over the top of this ledge, you can see them kind of getting back to back in a little bit of a diamond formation with their weapons pointing outward. You can see that they have daggers, and a couple of them have slings that are out there, and they're just talking to each other in some dragon language, so you don't understand. But they are tentatively looking around to see what attacked their ally. Looks like 13.
How big is this ledge
It's about 6 feet up.
out here?
6 or
Okay.
7 feet, yeah.
It's like a big step for me.
Yeah, exactly. What would you like?
Fetting is gonna scurry up on top of Junem
Okay.
and get up on his head and prepare to throw a dart for when his trusty steed gets into range.
Okay, so you can hold action. Okay.
Are we gonna do the thing?
We're gonna do the thing.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna sneak up again.
Do
You do your thing, and then okay, here we go.
Do it.
5, 10, 15. You keeping my old stealth check, or do you want another one?
No, you're good.
Okay. 20, 25. Climb down. I'm hoping that gets me to the bottom of it.
Okay. So they have all kind of back to back, and they're looking out straight. So as you start to descend down the cliffside, this kobold is going to see you, and he's going to start squawking at his friends, and they're going to look towards you. So you have an option of
Dilly.
like stop being stealthy and use the rest of your movement just to charge in, or you could do something ranged. Or they're gonna attack you.
I'm gonna use something ranged.
Okay.
A ranged ratkin.
Okay. 13, I choose you. Amazing. Okay, so you're gonna give him a chuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, give me an athletics check, and let's see.
This is what we were talking about. It's
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna do.
13 to 13. Come on.
Okay, that's amazing. So the giant Loxodon is going to grab you, 13, and before you know it, you're becoming this flying projectile. It's just the kobolds are getting closer and closer and closer right at you. You do have, well, let's see, that was Janim's technically an attack, so that would be the action. Are you throwing him as a bonus action, or are you trying to, like...
Whatever you let me get away with, it just sounded like fun.
Yeah, I mean, if he could throw me as an attack, I'll, like, fly through the air with a foot extended.
Okay, yeah, so what we'll do for Janim's attack, we'll do one unarmed strike from 13 as you're flying towards him. And that'll be, I'll count that as his, and then you can do your attack once you land.
I think that maxed out my distance too. That was 30 total.
Okay. So
we got the go back.
Hey.
Did we? Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah, which the video is kind of messed up right now. There we go.
Okay. We gotta turn him back on.
That looks so much better now.
Yay, he's back.
All right.
Welcome back. And he's muted.
All
right.
Awesome.
Welcome back. So we switched to the other two just because you were gone. So all right. So 13. Let's get one basic unarmed strike, and this will be for Junim's attack. 11. And
that's my
that's
best throw.
You are going to hit the kobold, and it's going to knock him prone, but it's not going to do any damage. It did not pass his AC class. So he is knocked prone.
Do I land on top of him, basically?
Essentially, yeah.
I'll just put myself right here.
Okay.
And then when he hits the ground, he uses his held action to punch the kobold in front of him into Jimmy.
The number 5?
Yeah, number 5.
Okay, go ahead and do your attack. That is going to hit. Roll for damage.
Dilly dilly.
Thank you for the follow. All right. Since these are minionized, how do you want to do it?
He comes up. He just he knocks the one down. He falls to the ground, squat position, and just punches the kobold right in the kobold junk. And
nice.
the kobold bends over and just falls, coughing up some blood.
So as he coughs out blood, as the final breath is going out, the moss that he lands on is now just painted red. All right, he's down. You guys keep killing the ones that are next
Well
to initiative.
done,
So I'm not able to attack.
Yes, that was the intention.
All right, so I don't like if you hold an action. How I like to do it is you have to use it before the person who's before you. So technically, the kobold was before you in the initiative. So you are now able to attack again. He's your full turn.
Well, 13 is going to move over to here, and he's going to give a nice little kick to this kobold right here.
Okay. Beautifully done.
And he jumps up to as high as he can get, nailing the kobold right in the throat. And then he
save some for me. I only got to get one of them.
And then he flips off the kobold that he just kicked, and lands on the other one, doing just a kick on the one on the ground.
Okay, he is prone, so it will be at advantage. But give me an acrobatics check if you're trying to put some flair into it. And we'll see.
That shouldn't be an advantage for
That'd
the
be 15. Okay, so if you failed the acrobatics, I was going to make it a normal attack and not have the advantage. But since you passed, it will be an advantage, and the 12 is high enough, so you are going to hit him.
And then he lands down, and you hear this sickening crunch as his foot crushes the kobold's chest. And then he looks at the other one and like does the little.
Oh, the Matrix like summoning thing. Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's it.
Okay. All right. So that kobold is gone. All right. So he is going to see your taunt, and he's going to dash towards you in a whopping 5 feet of movement. And he's going to pull out his dagger and he's going to slash at you.
Trinity, help!
All right, it is going to be a 16, and your AC is 15, so that is a hit. It is going to do 6 piercing damage to you. So as he comes charging in, you're going to feel the knife slashing across your chest. Blood starts to run down. All right, and then that one.
Hey, Junior, where are you?
I'm coming.
All right, and Jude, it is your turn.
You just took like 2 seconds to kill 3 of those motherfuckers. I'm on my way.
Thanks for the follow.
15, 20, 25.
So you throw 13 in. He goes all Kung Fu Panda on these guys, and but you see the slash that comes across onto your ally. There is one kobold still standing. What would you like to do?
I want to try this new thing I've been working on.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Healing Word and give you 7 hit points.
Nice.
And with my voice of authority, call you out to punch that motherfucker in the throat.
Okay. Voice of authority. That's who it is.
Use your reaction for a weapon attack.
It's pronounced authority.
Authority.
Authority. Yeah, okay.
All right, you have not used your reaction yet, so you can
That
go
is
ahead
true.
and finish off the last one.
So 13 will listen to his good pal Junem, and he'll jump up, spinning around, whipping the other kobold with his tail.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and make an attack. Oh, that is enough.
Nice.
All right. So these kobolds did not seem like they were quite ready for this for this moment. You guys came down and just whooped the shit out of them. You see 5 dead.
One hit pretty hard though, huh?
You see 5 dead kobold bodies just sprung out on the cavern floor as you can hear the faint drip, drip noise from the ceiling coming down. What would you guys like to do?
Fedine is going to go over to Junem, and he's going to put up a high five, but of course Junem has to go down low for it.
Okay.
That was beautiful. Good work back there. That was better than last time, actually, huh? That throw?
That worked really good.
All right. Well, we'll have to come up with a name for that. That'll turn out to be pretty sweet. Okay. Where the fuck are we?
Oh, yeah, we're just looking for something from Devis. Yeah. So let's look around.
Okay.
So when he told you this location, he said it was going to be a leather satchel that he left in here. You guys were not expecting to be meeting any kind of foes here, so that did catch you off guard. But you are free to explore.
Dilly
explore
dilly.
the area. Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, I don't know if we should be splitting up and looking for it, or
Not after these guys.
let's just do the normal. And 13 is going to climb up back on top of Junem
Okay.
and kind of go.
Just grab the chains and just tell me where you want to go.
Just lean. Yeah.
Pulling on my ears and shit. Is that how it is?
That's amazing.
Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's the show.
All right, go
Right
ahead
off
and
into the sunset.
feel free to move about the cavern and
Okay.
tell me anything you want to do. Or
Yep. I'm just picking. I'm picking this way because why the fuck not?
That works for me. But I think we should go into the cave, not just sideways.
yeah, the where you're heading towards, that is the entrance where you came in.
That's where we came from. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, no, that's 'cause I dropped you on the map.
I knew
You're
that.
fine. You're fine.
I knew that. Yeah. We're going this way actually. Is there anything on these slain kobold bodies that we should worry about?
They have their daggers and their slings that are laying on the ground beside them. They're pretty much just wearing this kind of burgundy loincloth. That's pretty much all they had on them. Some of them are missing teeth. There's blood splats on the ground. As you guys are walking around the cavern floor, you can see a different color of mosses between green, yellow, and orange as you're stepping around.
Interesting. Is this over here? Is that water?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Deep?
No, it's only maybe like 8 or 9 inches deep.
Okay.
It's pretty damn deep.
Jackie said kobold hunter.
That's like knee height there.
The teaspoon.
Dilly dilly.
Thanks for the follow.
All right. North or south? 13. Which one?
Just go south. It looks good.
Okay. Let's go see what's down here.
It'll be really obvious, so you guys can just kind of wander the cave. This
That's
is more of an
that's
opportunity for you guys to kind of RP a little bit while you're exploring.
that's more east, my elephantile friend.
I know which way is north. I know which way is south. Don't question me.
No,
on
now
that.
you're going north. I said south.
That's what I said. I was looking at these two areas over here. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, you're leading us to nothing.
Okay, I'll hop on your back and you take us that direction.
It's just not gonna happen.
Okay.
The direction's straight down, maybe.
Meanwhile, 13 is like searching in Junem's ear for like ear mites and stuff.
Ooh, okay.
Basically doing some grooming.
Okay.
Investigation check, because there might be something there, actually.
Find one ration.
Nice.
You find a loot.
That's where I put it.
So, as you guys are kind of exploring, just to kind of give the audience a little bit of background on you guys, how did you guys meet? How long have you known each other? Stuff like that.
Well, this being...
DoDating.com.
Yeah, I swipe. Yeah.
Beasties, yeah.
Being the 19th year of the in the calendar, we have been traveling the continent, following destruction, spreading the word, offering any healing services that I could. Any, I know 13's doing his own thing with his monastic traditions, if you will. But
Okay.
once we met up, we met up once. 5 years later, I saw him again after his crazy scene, and ended up he actually pretty much saved my life. And
Oh, wow. Okay.
we've been kind of holding tight ever since.
All right. So as you guys are making your way deeper into the cavern, there is a steep incline, but it's looking like it's probably the way to go.
It's over that way.
What the hell? Oh, okay. Quit pulling my ear. I see it already. Good
So
jeez.
I'm gonna speed it up a little and drop you guys
Mush,
a little bit closer just to get you there quicker.
Right.
All right. So,
Hey, there it is.
Oh,
see a satchel on the ground that's matching the description that Devis left you.
13 will jump down.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And yeah, he goes to reach into his pouch to like find a copper piece.
tip
Okay.
your driver.
Fling this
Tip your
shit.
driver.
Then he goes over and takes. He sniffs at the bag.
Okay. It just smells like freshly bound leather.
He'll flip the bag open.
Okay. So I just added in your journals. Where is it at? There we go. So if you want to go ahead and read it aloud, and I'll pull it for the viewers to see. Might be a little bit small. Sorry, guys. Is it in your
All I
journals? Should be under
All I gotta
session
do
0.
is see it. I don't. There it is.
Session 0. Got it.
13 scroll. I see it.
Okay.
It is kind of small.
The Session 0 campaign. Fuck you, Siri.
13. You're inquired about a job for coin, and I have one lined up. This requires a group of adventurers. You mentioned you had an ally. Hey, that's you. He points to you, them.
Hey,
Okay.
okay.
He doesn't remember your name though. That I trusted. He kind of looks up at Junem and cocks his head to the side. Yeah, that fits. both of you go to the Red Dragon Inn in Gandoria proper to meet the other pair. Oh, there's more people.
Oh, I see.
This may be a dangerous quest. So use caution and burn this parchment, Devis. P.S. Use the attached key to open the chest in the barkeep. Hey, the barkeep has a chest.
Okay.
And he searches through the bag. Where's the damn key?
Yeah, you find a little brass key.
Ah,
That's in
nice. Hey, he puts the key in his belt pouch.
Okay.
Hey, we got a key.
What's it for again?
It's to open the barkeep's chest. I don't know why you need a key to open up a chest, but hey,
Why not?
a knife would do just well. All right. So, can you burn shit?
Have torches, I guess. You know, a little
yeah.
flint.
I got.
Do we really need to burn it? Honestly,
It
can we
says-
just toss it over in the corner?
No, it says to burn it. We gotta listen to directions, man.
I'll do you one better. I'll just grab it with my trunk and eat it.
You're gonna eat it? It's got leather all over it.
I guess that'll work. Just hopefully nobody goes through your elephant poo later.
That's awesome.
It's worse than I thought it was gonna be, but I'll be okay.
All right. Well, you did good.
I did good. I'm still impressed on you knocking out 3 of those badass motherfuckers back there.
That was 4, but who's counting?
Me.
That's awesome.
Okay. So we got what we need.
Now we have to go to Gandoria proper and look up for the barkeep and open up a chest.
Hey, you ever been there before?
We've both been there before.
Okay. I'm not great with directions. Just.
Yeah. Just Red Dragon Inn. How hard can that?
Okay.
How hard can that be?
Yeah, because there's signs everywhere pointing to the Red Dragon Inn. I understand. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's kind of is that way.
Actually, there is.
Lead on. And he scrambles to catch up with Junem and climb back up.
Okay.
I'm not.
Awesome. All right, so we will pan back over to Gur and Treble. So you guys were surrounded by Sturges. I had to clear out the initiative order. So I'm just kind of re-rolling it real quick.
Sweet. So I
you
can
guys-
roll that 1 again.
Yeah, you guys can re-roll. So we had the power. I'm glad it came back on, dude.
Gur, if I roll it,
All storm
Welcome
going
back.
on outside. So
I'm afraid to roll because if I get a 1, this power is going to go out again.
don't knock out the power.
Hey,
Oh,
look
nice.
at that.
There you
Opposite
go.
end of the spectrum.
Speaking of Spectrum, how's the internet?
Mine is just fine.
Nice.
All right.
The underdog is doing.
You guys heard the giant mosquitoes that were flying around you. If there's anything you guys want to say to each other before we begin combat, you have a moment as they're circling around.
Well, it was nice knowing you, girl.
Why do you always give up so quickly?
Do you see how many of these things there are? It's like 5, meow. That is at least, I can count on my hands like 3, at least 3 more than us.
I'd take the left 3, you take the 2 right.
Okay, well, put me down somewhere in the dry part. You know, I don't like the water.
Yeet.
You fucking throwing me?
I sent you down.
Oh, okay, I was like, all right, here we go. Make an athletics check.
At the bottom of the initiative.
Okay.
I will fly.
All right, so you're pretty close to it. So if you want to move over slightly to set them down, I'll grant that before we begin.
Okay.
All right, Treble,
Fuck off me, cat.
you redeemed yourself with this new roll. What would you like to do?
Yeah. I don't have any ranged attacks, so I am going to inspire Gur.
How are you doing that?
I just look at him and I say, don't get us fucking killed because I don't know where my loot is.
Oh, like you're one in real life? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
It's behind me somewhere.
Yeah, you can just RP it. That's fine. All right.
Inspiration.
So that was your standard action, right?
That was my standard.
All right.
That's
You
my...
still have movement and a bonus action. What would you like to do? But you're right on the edge of the water, and you don't like the water. You can hear some buzzing noises come from in the foresty swamp trees that are just to the side of you. Sounds like he's approaching. What would you like? Where would you like to move?
I'm going to
Dilly.
Thanks for the follow.
turn around and look at this guy, and then I'm gonna ready an action to swing with my rapier when he gets close enough.
Which one? Which one are you looking at?
I'm looking at this guy here.
Number 3. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for your reaction, you're preparing to attack once 3 comes up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So Gur, you're going to see from the south of you, through the bushes, really quickly, a giant mosquito, blood-sucking beast, vermin. It's going to come shooting straight at you through the air.
Lovely.
And you can see that his... What was the... AJ, let me know in the chat. They found one of these, and he said the name of the... Or was it you guys? What was the name? Proboscis. It was you. Okay, that's right. The proboscis coming.
Yeah.
And he's going to try to lunge it into you. Oh dear. And it hit. So you feel the nose piercing into your skin. It found a little gap in your armor, and it's going to try to start to suck your blood. And it's going to do 4 piercing damage as it sinks into you. And you can see the muscles contracting on the stomach part. It's trying to pump out the blood.
Rebel, we may have a problem.
Pump the blood. Pump it up.
Pump up the jam. All right.
Another one of those and I'm down.
Yeah, you guys might be fucked here.
Yeah.
If I can get my turn, we'll be fine.
All right. So this one is going to start to fly around this other side, get to about here. You can starting to circle around. And this one is going to fly in to attack you. So before it's going to get its attack, because you prepared your action, go ahead and attack it, Treble.
Okie dokie. Give me my rapier.
Dilly.
Thanks for the follow. All right, as you swing your rapier in the air, it is going to make contact, and it's a minion. So how do you want to do it?
I swing at it, and I just say, not today, meow. Jeez.
All right, so as you swing your rapier in there, it's going to cut it in half, and you're going to see both parts of the body just fall to the ground.
Yeah, I turn back and look at Gur and just say, "Hey, you don't look so good. You look like a shit, you know, meow."
No, I'm gonna be fine.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. All right, Gerd, it's your turn. You have an opportunity. So this giant mosquito just comes and sticks his nose right into your body, and he's starting to try to pump blood. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna hold my hand out and the 3 right in front of me. Magic missile, 3 different ones.
Perfect. Which ones are you trying to hit? 5, 2, and 4?
5, 2, and 4.
All right. They are minions, so they're gonna auto hit and auto kill. Magic missiles are like anti-minion. Anti-minion missiles.
Anti-minion.
Okay, Terrible, I've got 3. You get the next one.
So Trouble, as you slice yours in half and it falls to the ground, you're feeling super proud of yourself as Gerd just in one moment drops 3 of them, doing 3 times the killing that you did. But what would you like to, oh wait, hold on, before we do that, I got ahead of myself. I don't know, it is Trouble's turn. Yeah, okay, we're good. So back
Okay.
to the top.
I am going to look at Gur and say, man, it's just, this is what I've been telling you about, how you always embarrass me and you do the one-upping thing that I told you to stop doing. We're lucky we don't have an audience. Okay, so I cast Healing Word. And that is...
Just think of it as the conservation of math. I'm twice the size of you, so I do twice the killing.
Twice the pain in the ass sometimes, too.
Hey, look, I'm back to full.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I pat my paws.
All right.
And then we die.
All right. So your magic missile hit this and killed the sturgeon in front of you, but his mouth is still stuck into you. It's not going to be pumping blood because he is dead. But as you're distracted by that, one is going to come right behind you and make an attack. It is a 13. Your AC is 13. You're going to hate me.
Ooh. Roll 7.
7 piercing damage.
Thanks for the heal. Just face down in the mud.
Oh no!
Thank you for the kind word.
All right. So.
Dilly dilly.
I didn't feel so good,
Thanks for the
Mr.
follow.
Trevor.
All right. So you take out the 3. You're looking at the guy that's stuck in your chest and trying to pull him out. As you pull the needle out, you see another needle come through from the other side. It confuses you for a moment as you just kind of fall back into the swamp water. So
Do I land on it?
No, I'm sorry. Good try.
worth a shot.
All right, so that one is gone.
Do you have that little red thing above your head there?
I don't think I can use it on myself.
Okay, Gur, let's get your first death saving throw of the campaign.
Already, jeez.
It only took an hour and 9 minutes.
Oh. This might be common.
What's really sad is the electric company put his lights out, and then the DM put his lights out.
It's a little foreshadow.
For me. Death saving throw 11.
All right, it's 1 success.
Dilly dilly.
So many electric jokes today.
All right, Treble. So your towering companion just face plants right into the swamp water. I don't think you probably saw what it was, but there's still one sturgeon stuck into his back, just kind of on the back. What would you like to do?
Okay, I see this and I just go, gasp!
As your action?
Yeah, that's my bonus action. Gasp! Oh, Gur, no, not again.
You take a knee and do a moment of silence as you walk off.
And reroll.
Yeah.
You will not be forgotten.
Like to come back as a barbarian with a little more help this time.
Right.
I take one. Can I leap on top of him?
Sure.
Theoretically, because I hate the water.
Yeah,
Alright,
of course.
so
Yeah.
I want to just leap on top of him, and I'd be right before I attack, I say, hey, "Look, girl, finally you're being of some use." I take
Savage.
a rapier attack to the buggy bug
Okay.
with a
16. That is going to hit.
All right.
All right. How do you want to do it?
I just was feeling a little rapey, and then I wanted to feel a little rapier and get 2 plus 2. That's it. Just
Okay.
right up there because I'm really short, so I gotta aim up and
Sure.
just get up.
All right. So as your rapier pierces into the stomach of the sturgeon, it had started to pump some of Gur's blood out. And it's just going to pop, and blood is just going to go all over your arm, your sword, your face. But he has fallen. and it looks like all the immediate threats in the area have been vanquished.
And so Treble will probably he wouldn't know that he's completely out because Gur's played dead before.
Okay.
And so he's still talking, and then I'm just like, see, so this is how we do it. And I'm just talking just nonsense. Like, so anyway, so I guess I get dinner for today? I don't know. But
I'll
anyway.
go ahead and roll another death saving throw.
Okay.
Oh,
a fail. Thanks for the follow.
I could possibly, make a fire and grill this up for you, maybe if you get up or something. That would be nice. Hello, girl.
A single bubble.
Hello. I want to do a medicine check. Maybe see if I can.
Sure.
Play field medic and taper him off here.
Okay. You do have potions that were bought by the viewers.
Say what?
So yeah, as you stumble around in your backpack trying to find some medicine checks, there just happens to be a health potion in there, and it says "Love the viewers."
Oh, we practiced this. Oh, it says "Love the viewers." Whatever that means. Thank you. Okay, so hey, open up, big guy. It's coming in. We practice this too, okay? I pick his head up because he's like face down, and I'm like, okay, so maybe roll you on, and then put it in like this. Yes, okay, and okay, now you need to swallow. And I like massage his neck, and come on, take it in.
Kyle, just replace your health potion after you use it. There's so many points there to spend. I'm gonna have to increase the point count. All right.
I guess I have another health potion. I guess.
So instead of rolling, we're going with, if it's standard action, it's the full amount. But if you want to use it lesser, then it would be a roll. But so you're gonna regain full health.
I like it. You're draining the potion and it just refills as you.
Just keeps going.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Hey, girl, you're gonna keep drinking this until you stop dropping.
With the amount of times I've died, I'm surprised you're not used to this by now.
Hey, I can never tell. Sometimes you fake it.
So you're just sprawled out, Gur, inside the swamp water as Trouble's just making you chug the potion, and you've come to, and he's still trying to get the last couple drops.
Take it.
Just shove them off me.
No. I don't like the water. I have to stay on your back.
Good luck with that. I'm soaking wet now.
It is not as bad as being in the water.
It is pretty funny that two of the players are nothing but mounts.
Yes. That's the best way to travel, All right. So you can see the dead Sturgy bodies just kind of floating in the swamp water as you look around. You remember why you were here. You're here to gather the little leather satchel that Devis sent you to come find.
Hey,
Future. Go ahead.
I was just going to tell you while I'm picking your ears. There's something there. I remembered why we're here, right?
Yes. How much further do we have to go?
You take a guess and we'll find out together.
2 miles.
Sounds good.
You came in from the north.
We came in from the north.
South we go.
And the wind tells me nothing.
As you lick your finger, you're getting some little bit of swamp water that was on your paw.
Probably smells like wet dog right now.
Oh shit, that's the worst.
That's worse than just swamp water.
Dilly.
There's nothing worse than a wet rat.
Good thing we don't have any of those around, do we?
Okay.
Alright, let's go. And just tromp off in the direction that we were heading before, keeping a very wary eye out for any possible more penetration.
Looking at you, Trouble. As you're mounting him.
You want some more rapier jokes?
That's awesome. All right, go ahead and start moving around.
Let's move, buddy.
Wait, what did 13
We
say
came
to
in-
Junin when he jumped on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
Now we'll start heading
yeah.
north or south.
Yep. Oh, south. Hey, yeah, that's the way I'm going too. Because I'm on your shoulder.
Hear that,
Hey, slow
Shrek? She
down.
called me a noble steed.
I'm a
We're
new-
doing this. We're doing this for the viewers. See? Hey,
Is that it there, down low?
It does match the description of what Devis told you to come find.
this does match the description of what Devin told us to find.
Oh, that's so good.
Now
All
giddy
right.
up.
You knew it? Across the river.
Yeah, I'm down. I accept it. I earned that.
Wobble comes out and just.
I think I see a chest.
All right. So the satchel is covered in very nice leather, and as you untwist it and open it, there is a scroll inside of it, and it is in Devis's handwriting. I just added it to your journal.
Well, you want to read that then? You are the wizard, after all.
Is it addressed to anybody?
It says treble at the top. Yes.
Be my guest.
I don't see it.
It's in your journals. Look in Session 0 campaign.
Session 0 campaign. Under quest or handouts?
It'll say
Treble scroll.
There you go.
Hey, okay.
It's almost like I named it what it is.
Oh man, that's clever. Woo.
It's not my first
Perception
rodeo.
check.
All right.
All right.
Dilly.
My best acting voice.
Ooh, kobolds are attacking.
Says shit. What? No, I'm not done reading.
No.
Magic
It's
missile.
in the chat. Yeah, the kobold army has.
So I hold the
started
letter
marching.
out. I hold the scroll out,
Okay.
and I'm standing on the ground now. I say, you had inquired about the job for coin, and I have one lined up. This requires a group of adventurers. You mentioned you had an ally you trusted. Both of you go to the Red Dragon Inn in Candoria proper to meet the other something.
Pair.
I didn't learn. Okay. This may be a dangerous quest. There's a magnifying glass in the way. Yeah. Hey,
So
there we go.
use Caution
So use
and-
caution.
There you go.
It's a voice reading to me. It's nice. So use caution and burn this parchment. Devis. P.S. Use this attached key to open the chest the barkeep has. Meow. This will self-destruct in 5 seconds. And I hand it to him. back up 5 feet. I'm like, hey, it's all you now, wizard.
Fumbles with it for a second, then throws it. Splash.
That's
What is
amazing.
it? The yeet thing that you're telling me about. So, I have a key. And let's try to open the chest, no? Yeah?
Is it chest?
Well, I think that's what is standing in front of us is. What is this thing over here?
That's the leather pouch.
That's the pouch you found the scroll in.
That looks like a chest to me. I'm going to open.
It literally just
I'm
said
going to-
on the letter you read what you do.
Let's go find it.
This is gonna be a long
Let's-
campaign, guys.
Let's go find a chest.
Trevor, you feeling okay?
I had a
Is
little
this the
bit.
chest?
This
Too
is
much of the,
exactly why. This is
Dilly,
exactly
dilly,
why
dilly.
Jerry is better than
Excellent
Tom.
follow.
I had too much milk today.
All right, we will pan back over to Juju and to 13. So
Yes.
after
High fives.
Hey, do you want another? Do you want another peanut?
I love peanuts. You know this.
He hands him another peanut.
Okay. So you guys make it your
With the
way
trunk?
out of the cavern that you're in and start heading towards the capital. And as you approach, I will drop you onto the capital map, which you guys will see many, many times playing this game.
Many.
Many,
Many,
many.
many.
We are
Dilly,
in dilly dilly many, many. All right, so you guys have been here off and on throughout the years. You guys are in the timeline 19 years after the massive event where the goddesses and Alundra disappeared. Year 5, there was a first horseman. Year 10, there's a second. And then 15, there was a third. And there's been lots of natural disasters and monsters attack. And a lot of things have happened in the world. And you guys are at year 19. People have been talking about rumors of a fourth horseman coming in on the 20th Lunar Festival. But that's still a whole year away, so that's not an imminent danger. But since then, the capital has been reinforced with massive walls all around it with guard posts and roaming guards. And it's a lot safer here in the capital. So many of the surrounding villages and towns have moved into this, and it's become kind of almost like a city. And it is run by a man named Ivan, and you guys probably would have seen him before. And it's also kind of ran by the head priestess Tavara, who runs the temple, and the temple is set up inside the city. So you guys are approaching from the northwest side as you're coming in. What would you like to do?
Well,
Do you think you can find a red dragon inn, or do you think we need to talk to people?
I remember being there last time I was here. I had a couple of drinks, and they were pretty good, but I don't remember.
Drinks? Did you say drinks?
Shit.
I forgot. I forgot.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, drinks of water. I mean, we'll make our way down to the river. Okay, yeah. It's the inn. Yes, they have drinks. I'll have one. I'll buy you the first one because of that badass monkery you did earlier today. So
I knew I liked you.
Okay.
I don't remember. Were these walls here last time? Last time we were here?
What year were you here last time?
That's a good question. 13. When was the last time we were here?
We were here about 5 years ago.
Yeah, the walls would have been up.
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe it was the other side I was coming in on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Of course.
I thought you had a great memory, man.
Short-term memory.
Okay.
But lead on. And 13 is going to basically like be laying between his ears.
Fucking hammock in the background.
All right. So one of the first buildings as you walk in. Thanks for the follow. Is going to be the Red Dragon Inn, and on the outside of it is a big wooden sign with this kind of carving that's painted red of these dragon wings that's hanging out, and it's got some pictures of some pints of foaming head ale.
13.
Sign.
I can't read, but I'm pretty sure that one with the picture of the dragon has got to be it, right?
That'd be it.
Okay.
Let's go on in. Free. You said free drink. Yeah.
Well, I said I'd buy it. I didn't say free drink, so go slow your roll.
Okay. So as you walk in, there are a few patrons that are inside of the tavern. There's a barkeep behind the counter. There's 4 commoners. There is a very heavy set, really dirty, grungy guy, and he looks like he's double fisting 2 large mugs. And then there is a girl that is in the back corner, and she stands out kind of because she has this long purple violet colored hair that's kind of covering her face. There is a stage with a piano on it over here, and then there is a large square table in the back that's kind of a little more private, set away from everything a little bit. And there is a large L-shaped staircase that goes up. Looks like up to maybe some rooms or something like that.
Yeah, could we get a token on a map?
We're in there.
I don't see me.
Down here.
I don't see me. I'm not there. I'm there. I
Shift
just
click?
can't see.
Yes.
I need to give you vision. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm blind.
13. Have you ever played the piano before?
First things first. Get me.
Yeah. First things first.
Me.
Play the music. Okay. Okay. First one's on me. I said yeah, and I'm gonna sit right in between these guys here, which
Okay.
might be. I'm sure we're bumping elbows at this point.
Okay. All right. And the barkeep will start walking over towards you. 13, what would you like to do?
A mead.
I heard you.
And
I would like one big cask of mead and then one tiny little quart of mead for my friend here too.
Okay. And as you sit down, the pretty heavy set guy that's at the bar to the left of you, he's got these two mugs, and he's actually going to look at you, and he's going to slide over one of the mugs. Is kind of slide. Some of the foam will kind of fall off onto the bar top, and he's going to say, "First one's on me."
Oh, thank you, friend. I pick it up and I'll just give him the clank of the glass.
Okay. Yep. And he'll meet you up there.
Dilly
Bottoms
dilly.
up.
We have thanks for follow. Yeah, you two can't see because your tokens are not on the map. Okay.
13 is just gonna sit on Junem's head and just start drinking.
Okay. As you ordered.
Spilling probably a little bit.
Okay. And
Come on. Keep it dry up there.
and you guys are chasing back some drinks as you're, I don't know, waiting for whatever. I don't even know, but eventually there's going to be two people who walk in. One of them is going to be a very large, woolly, half bugbear guy, and then there's going to be this tiny little mixed breed guy. And you know those half breeds, they're kind of shunned in this area, so no one's really going to acknowledge them as they walk into the tavern.
I think they don't realize what I am then.
They both are.
Right.
Just some natural instinct. The hairs raise up on the back of 13's neck
Okay, like spider
as
sense.
as he looks around and sees a tabaxi.
Splinter sense.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Oh, my hairs start going up on my neck, my ears, and my tail. That's tucked in my pants.
Okay.
Shit. What are we doing here again, girl?
We were here for the chest and apparently meeting your contact.
Okay.
Right.
And we're actually going to take a break. We did take one a little earlier for him to disconnect. None of us actually took a break because we were waiting for him to come back. So we have a little video we're going to play for you guys so you guys can learn a bit about their characters. We got somebody needing to use the bathroom. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Stick with us. When we come back, we're going to give 50 HotA points to everybody. And you guys can use those HotA points to buy these players health potions and inspiration points.
This guy.
We'll be right back. Thanks for sticking with us. And for all the followers, we really appreciate it. And welcome to the HotA family. We'll be right back.
My name is Junem. I have become a conscientious protector for those who cannot protect themselves. Odd things have been happening since Ilundra disappeared. The tides fell out of order during the first eclipse, and the females of my tribe have since become ill. Being from a nomadic coastal tribe, this is very concerning. That is what brought me to Corvalia's temple, in search of answers. I was there when the first horseman arrived, and it was then that I knew the full extent of my destiny. I seek the knowledge to allow my tribe to survive and flourish. I seek the answers to the goddess's disappearance, and I seek the means to prevent the devastation of these horsemen from ever happening again.
Behold, it is I, Treble, your adventuring leader-ish bard, here to tell you a quick tale. That was a tale joke, meow. I grew up hidden from the world as a result of an unlikely love. Mama Tabaxi taught me important shroud values, and Papa, tinkering gnome, sent me off to Banff to get my lust for music and magic out of his fur, meow. It was there I excelled through my training, made some friends, some enemies, and fell in love. But it all came to a halt when I caught wind of my mother's death. Long story short, I sought training for revenge, and upon my return to Banff, I discovered the love of my life's village had been destroyed by some connection of war horsemen. I fell to pieces, and at that moment, I wanted to end my life. But then a childhood memory of meeting Alundra flashed before me with the words, "In your darkest moment, you'll know what to do." Yeah?
Hey yo, 13 here, Ambassador for Unity and Honey. First thing I recall is waking in the Temple of the Unities. There, I learned and I studied all about Alundra. And let me tell you what, her ways, they was rad. But so few people would listen to the words. This really started to get me down. This is where I finds out I fights better with a buzz. Yeah, I'm a monk, what of it? My love is honey, and my soul is unity. Some of yous call me a dirty rat, and yous know who I'm talking about. So after years of preaching the unity, it's not until now that yous come to my door asking me for help. Well, this may be the miracle opening I was looking for. Let's go. Hey, anybody see my pants?
When I was young, and still unsure whether my name was Gur or if there was just the noise my father made to call for me, a woman named Alundra visited my village, and the sheer variety and potential I saw in her magic made it so my course was clear from a fairly young age. I vowed to learn magic to better the world around me, moved to the city of Laywell as a crafter shortly after, and set about learning from any who would teach me, though not many would, as the Revenant guarded their magic with a zeal. While many found me to be dependable solver to many of their troubles, it wasn't long until I hit a wall in my studies, so I took it upon myself to explore the land and seek knowledge where I could, leaving the city of Waylow behind. In my travels, I helped those I could, but to me it never seemed to be enough. There were always more things attacking, people needing saving, but I cannot allow myself to wallow in this. I must rise up and end this once and for all. Someone or something must be behind the horsemen, and I will find them.
My name is Nam. I have become a conscientious protector for those who cannot protect themselves. Odd things have been happening since Alundra disappeared. The tides fell out of order during the first eclipse, and the females of my tribe have since become ill. Being from a nomadic coastal tribe, this is very concerning. That is what brought me to Corvalia's temple, in search of answers. I was there when the first horsemen arrived, and it was then that I knew the full extent of my destiny. I seek the knowledge to allow my tribe to survive and flourish. I seek the answers to the goddess's disappearance, and I seek the means to prevent the devastation of these horsemen from ever happening again.
Behold, it is I, Treble, your adventuring leader-ish bard, here to tell you a quick tale. That was a tale joke, meow. I grew up hidden from the world as a result of an unlikely love. Mama Tabaxi taught me important shroud values, and Papa, tinkering gnome, sent me off to Banff to get my lust for music and magic out of his fur, meow. It was there I excelled through my training, made some friends, some enemies, and fell in love. But it all came to a halt when I caught wind of my mother's death. Long story short, I sought training for revenge, and upon my return to Banff, I discovered the love of my life's village had been destroyed by some connection of war horsemen. I fell to pieces, and in that moment I wanted to end my life. But then a childhood memory of meeting Alundra flashed before me with the words, "In your darkest moment, you'll know what to do." Meow?
Hey yo, 13 here, ambassador for unity and honey. First thing I recall is waking in the Temple of the Unities. There, I learned and I studied all about Alundra. And let me tell you what, her ways, they was rad. But so few people would listen to the words. This really started to get me down. This is where I finds out I fights better with a buzz. Yeah, I'm a monk, what of it? My love is honey, and my soul is unity. Some of yous call me a dirty rat, and yous know who I'm talking about. So after years of preaching the unity, it's not until now that yous come to my door asking me for help. Well, this may be the miracle opening I was looking for. Let's go. Hey, anybody see my pants?
When I was young, and still unsure whether my name was Gur or if that was just the noise my father made to call for me, a woman named Alundra visited my village, and the sheer variety and potential I saw in her magic made it so my course was clear from a fairly young age. I vowed to learn magic to better the world around me, moved to the city of Laywell as a crafter shortly after, and set about learning from any who would teach me, though not many would, as the Revenant guarded their magic with a zeal. While many found me to be a dependable solver to many of their troubles, it wasn't long until I hit a wall in my studies, so I took it upon myself to explore the land and seek knowledge where I could, leaving the city of Dwaylow behind. In my travels, I helped those I could, but to me it never seemed to be enough. There were always more things attacking, people needing saving, but I cannot allow myself to wallow in this. I must rise up and end this once and for all. Someone or something must be behind the horsemen, and I will find them.
The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Lemon face.
All right, and we are back. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. Let's give us some HotA points. Let's share the love.
Let's do it. Do it.
All right, while I'm giving this out, you guys can go ahead and take the reins and whatever you want to do.
So, Junem, you wanted to play the piano?
Yeah, but first things first. I want to buy my my new friend here a drink. He was so kind to take the first one, and I'm gonna throw a round down for throw around for the bar down.
Okay. All right. The barkeep will start to line them up as you throw down the coins.
We just start a tab, or do I need to pay for it all at once?
However you want, man. As long as you got the coin, we can put a tab.
My friend here's got all the coin. He's got to handle that one. Okay.
Dilly, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the fam.
Nice. Thank you.
So yeah, I dabble a little bit on the piano. It's been a little while, but I feel like I want to.
Another sub. Thank you.
If anybody can tickle the ivories, it'd be an elephant.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take one more drink. I play better with the buzz.
Thanks for the follow. Keep it up, guys. We'll just keep playing.
Oh, that's pretty good. I fight better with a buzz.
This is why we've been such good friends for the last few years. I knew it.
Just bring me over there. I'll lay on the piano like one of those sexy chicks.
Okay. So
why you gotta ruin a good moment here?
So Gur and Trouble, as you guys are walking in, heading towards the bar, you see a massive Loxodon and a tiny little rat folk walking by with their drinks, and it looks like they're heading towards the stage.
I look at the rat and instantly start cringing.
Okay.
No, Jerry, don't touch any more bar feats. It's the last thing we need.
I did not know it was going to be this kind of bar.
You reserve the right to refuse service. You should use the right.
Okay, well, I come to a bench over here. Yes, I sit on the stool.
Okay.
Climb up a little bit.
All right. As you sit down, the guy who's sitting next to you, he's got kind of a leather half vest. You can definitely smell it's just kind of dirt and grunge, and he's gonna kind of look at you as you sit down. He's actually gonna give a very racist look, and he's gonna kind of get up and he's going to go move to another table.
Hey, cool. So I scoot over and sit next to Gur.
Okay.
Probably still smell like the swamp. And I'll cast Prestidigitation on myself and then on them.
Okay, awesome.
At the bar, I'll be like, Berkey, do you have any peanuts?
We have lots of snacks. Just peanuts, or do you want a home-cooked meal?
Wobbles. Oh, he's on this side. And I hear a couple of squeaks and just peanuts.
Okay, and he'll come bring out 2 bowls. One of them's got shelled and one of them's unshelled.
Dives off into the bowl.
I think at that point, like, Junem's ears perk up and his trunk's gonna start roaming around, picking up the scent of peanuts for sure.
Oh, okay.
Hey, careful, girl. I almost called you girl.
Hey, girl, hey!
I wouldn't eat too many of them. You don't know where the other patrons' hands have been, you know?
Whoever's is going to be eating them, not me.
Usually you don't eat the bar snacks, you know? But, anyway, hey, barkeep, may I make an order, please?
And he's kind of like half listening to you as he's looking at the squirrel just kind of burrowing through, and the peanuts are flying everywhere, making a mess all over the bar counter.
Picking them up, putting them back in the bowl as he does it.
As he kicks them back out. This just becomes your new little hobby of putting the peanuts back in the bowl as he kicks them out.
Yes, I would like to make an order of a glass of milk with some vodka. Yeah.
Oh, God.
You want milk and vodka? Oh, right. Careful, drink it quick, it will curdle. And he'll kind of turn around and he'll pour some milk out and put the vodka in it and slam it on the counter.
It is good, Meow. It makes me a little more social, yeah?
You not know how you drink that stuff. Barkeep, do you have a room for a 7-foot tall bed?
We do have many rooms upstairs. We have the suite if that's what one you're looking for. It does cost a little more coin, but it is very luxurious.
The bed is over 7 feet?
It is a massive bed. There's actually multiple beds in the room.
Hey.
Hey, let's...
What it do's?
Yes, it is available.
This sounds good.
Put down the coin for that. How much would that be?
Probably about 2 gold.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
I think at this point I'm gonna start my song on the piano. Start tickling the ivories.
So your hands are, you have 3 digits, right? 3 lumbering digits, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it's gonna as you're
matches the 3 I just rolled for a performance.
Exactly. You get 1 point for each nub. So as you sit down and you're like, you know, get into the composer mode, and you just dong dong ding dong dong.
Oh my God! Make it stop.
Make them down again.
And Ferdinand will stand up on the piano and.
17 performance is pretty good. It's gonna, you know, it's squealing half drunk, you know, mouse, but it's pretty good. So Treble, this is definitely gonna catch your attention as you're sitting on there.
This is fucking killing me right now. Hey, you two are over there. Stop whatever it is that you are doing now before you kill somebody.
Let me hit my crescendo just a second. Dun, dun. I think that was actually pretty good.
Hey man, that was excellent.
The keys are a little smaller than I'm used to, but I think I made it work, huh? Okay.
Okay, so I crack my knuckles.
Anyone with a new request?
Yeah. I raise my hand. I got one. How about you move over, fat ass?
I really don't think I'm telling that to the guy who's bigger than me.
Ed, you know, I got this, man. I showed
Hey.
him how to play.
Excuse me.
What?
I think that was a very good song. Making fun of my weight, a little uncalled for, my friend.
I too would agree if I was on the level of coloring books, but you know, this is not the kind of music that people want to listen to while they're getting drunk.
I think everybody seemed to enjoy what I. How about this?
Take a look around. Who's enjoying it? So
he over there is.
I'm your only audience.
I'll bet you 2 silver pieces you can't entertain them better than I can.
Oh,
Small
boy,
furry one.
Oh, you know, you challenge a barbarian like me. Obviously, as barbarians, we don't know how to play music. Sure, I'll take your coin.
All right. Are we gonna have a song off?
Yeah, I dust off. I pull out my tail, lift it up, and sit down on the seat.
Can I pull a seat out?
Pull it out with his trunk real quick.
Yes.
All right, for a song off, what we'll do is we'll do 3 performance checks. And we'll compare the total numbers. But since we have a bard stepping up, you're gonna get advantage.
I'm not a bard. I'm a barbarian.
No, like he doesn't know. I'm not. You know. He doesn't do that.
Clearly, your muscles tell me you're not a barbarian.
So go ahead. Whenever you're ready, you don't have to do it until you're ready. But as you sit down, you'll roll 3 with advantage, and he'll roll 3. And we'll take.
You go first, small furry.
We'll take the total scores to see who did better.
Okay. So I go.
So
go
is
ahead
the piano lid like propped open?
Why? What are you trying to do? We can have it be either way.
13's gonna try to sneak his way into the piano to mess up.
Oh, okay. Okay, give me a sleight of hand check. Yeah, we can have it propped open. I thought you were gonna say you're gonna like Lucy it on top of it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sleight of hand or stealth?
Or stealth. I'm sorry. Why did I say sleight of hand? I meant stealth. Yeah. Give me a stealth check.
Oh.
Oh, you're gonna crit. So you
lose an arm.
You get this idea of I'm gonna climb in there. They're not gonna notice me. You're just totally thinking that you're being fucking monk ninja, but they all see you like climbing up there.
Excuse me,
Dilly, dilly.
Furry Rat.
Thanks for the follow.
Is there some cheese in the string section of the piano that you would like to fetch or something?
No, it's good.
Okay. Well, here, let me hand you a tissue because after I'm done playing, you will be crying.
It's gonna be that bad?
I'm crying already.
I'm gonna need another drink.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, you guys can just as soon as you need a drink, he'll have one ready for you. Yeah.
I'll cast Prestidigitation to do faint musical notes along to accompany Treble's music.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
So got this cool echo going on.
Okay, I like it.
And I start at the bottom. Do I roll now?
Whenever you want. It's your game.
All right. I start at the bottom and I roll my fingers from the bottom to the top. Ding ding.
Okay.
Fluff my tail. I look at the elephant man.
As you're playing, you're like, look at the keys.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a 25.
Oh god.
Only a 25. Jeez, I mean.
You had to practice, Treble.
Dun, 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 dun.
Just a heads up. My modifier is -6. So I got an idea of where this is going.
Dun, 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 dun. What's your name, by the way, Mr. Elephant Man?
Oh, that was beautiful. My name is Junem. It's good to meet you.
Dun, 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 dun. Junem will lose.
Dilly dilly.
Thanks for the follow. Okay.
And I'm going to use my trunk and just swipe him off to the bench. And, okay, let me show you a real good song here. And I'm going to crack my neck, do the same setup I was getting ready for last time, because that's how I roll. And I'm going to, I'm going for, pinkies here, because these keys are very, very small. Okay. All right.
13's going to stand up on the bar, and he's going to, try to rouse the crowd.
Okay.
This is a song I learned from my mother, and I'm gonna go slow.
As you sit on the bench, it's gonna break under the weight, and you're just gonna be laying prone on the ground. but your trunk will go up and just be like, ding. I learned this from my mother.
Treble starts slow clapping. That is very, very good, Junem. What do you call that one?
Lullaby from yesterday.
Perhaps you should stick to the horn.
I do trumpet quite well, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Perhaps we could forgo the next couple of songs. Well, here's your coin. That was a very good song you played.
So
25 to -4.
As he gets up out of the...
I concede.
You guys want to keep going back and forth? Piss out 3?
Well...
Oh, I think he gave up.
Okay, give up? Okay.
All right, well, I will play a victory song then.
Okay.
Can I...
And I'm just playing...
And I'm going to reach my trunk in for the top notes.
Oh, for the high ones? Okay. Yeah, okay.
I start playing the entertainer.
Okay. Okay, at this point, a couple of the patrons in the bar are going to come
Dilly dilly.
around the stage, and they're going to be clapping with you.
It doesn't sound the best, but, it's a little rusty.
Still better than the ding.
You know what? I turn around and I look at Junim right in the eye and I give him one of these and I start playing with my tail.
Oh. Awesome. Okay.
You earned that. Well played,
This is
sir.
D&D.
Well played, sir. Not much I can try and roll with a -4 performance.
Hey, if you want to go against me, I got a -6.
Hey, well, that's my modifier. I rolled a 2.
Oh.
We got some bits. Thank you.
Woo.
Dilly dilly.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
So 13, you got some more drinks. Was there anything you were wanting to do?
That ain't is gonna walk over to the bartender, just basically walking along the bar.
Oh, okay, right up on top of it. Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me, but do you have a chest I can open?
And he's gonna be kind of looking at a little bit of muddy footprints you're leaving across the bar top, and he's gonna kind of be giving you kind of a scowl, and he'll kind of look it over at the stack of coins you guys have just been dropping as you're way overpaying for the drinks, and he's kind of like. The things I do, kind of wiping it up, and a chest, you say? What kind of chest are you looking for?
Maybe I should wait for the others. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay. Do you walk back across the bar again?
He's gonna walk right back.
So you just finished wiping the footprints, and you step over the rag, making more muddy footprints, and he's just like, motherfuckers.
Can I try and keep a side eye on the girl in the corner and the big guy that kind of walked over towards her?
Sure. Yeah. They seem to be kind of.
Seeing as how you said she stands out, right?
Well, just because the purple hair. I mean, that's not.
Yeah.
Is that a natural color in this world?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Treble reaches into his bag and pulls out a jar that says tips. and
Oh,
puts
hey,
it on
I-
the piano.
I thought I smelled some peanuts earlier. Does anybody see some nuts over?
Yeah.
Squirrel one,
13 walks over with one of the bowls of nuts.
Nice.
There's only a couple left in there because what's your familiar's name?
Wobbles.
Wobble's mouth is just totally completely full. There's like a little shell piece hanging out, and he just like. And then as you take the bowl and you're kind of walking off, you can kind of see him like. Maybe a little squirrel tear.
Maybe tries to follow you, but his stomach's so full right now.
Yeah.
He kind of goes around the belly, and his paws can't reach because his belly's so full.
13 will go over to the squirrel with the bowl and like smack one of the cheeks a little bit to get a couple of nuts.
Just slobber all over.
They're not salted anymore.
And then he'll give them over to Junem.
Your peanuts have now been assaulted.
They don't need
Desalted.
salt anyways.
There you go.
Thanks, 13. That's fantastic of you. You gonna hit? Would you like some before? Cause you know I'll finish them all.
Oh, you can eat them all. I took some of them from that squirrel over there.
What's a squirrel doing in here?
It would be mine.
Same thing.
Oh.
Same thing a damn cat is doing in here, I tell you.
I would say the
Says
same
the rat to
thing
the
about you,
elephant.
Yeah, right.
It's a fucking zoo in here, the barkeeper says.
It's the half breeds, though. I know what you mean.
Did we hear that?
Yeah, you would have heard it.
Somebody took a poop on the floor.
No, that's just your tail.
So, where did you learn how to play that piano? That was very impressive.
Hey, well, I learned how to play the piano at the College of Lore, and somewhere that maybe you know, maybe I don't tell you. And, but
It's
yeah,
okay.
I've been a bard for a long time, so I know how to play lots of instruments.
That's fantastic. Can I let you in on a secret? That's the first time I ever played a piano. Pretty good though, right?
It's a big secret. Don't tell anyone. Nobody will ever know. If anybody finds out, I know you told them.
Well, I only bring it up because, if you do lessons, I would like to learn to play as beautifully as you do. Of course, we'd have to find a piano with bigger keys, though, man. My fat fingers don't work with those little guys.
We are going to need a bigger piano.
Yes.
We are going to need a smaller audience.
But
And I'm going to need bigger patience. Now,
if you don't want to teach me, just say so. Jeez, would you like a drink?
I could teach you.
Okay.
Yeah,
In due
I mean,
time. Hey, 13.
Do I need a drink?
This
And I
guy's
get a drink.
giving out lessons.
Yeah.
You in?
No, I don't want to learn anything from a cat.
He doesn't like cats either very much. He's a softie, though. I mean, once you get to know him. 13, come on, introduce yourself. Don't be rude.
You can you're always just hanging out with the pussies.
Treble hisses back at him. Just, hello, half gnome here. I look more human than you do. You
True.
fuzzy.
Hey, I didn't say looking human was good either.
Dilly.
Thanks for the follow.
Dilly.
Start playing with my beads.
Okay.
Barkeep, you're going to need a new stool for this piano, yeah?
Yeah, that'll be at least a silver piece to replace it. It was an antique.
No. I got it.
Who even makes these things anymore, huh?
I take my 2 silver coin that I earned from the elephant and I give the 1 to him.
Nice. That's fair.
That's on me. Okay? I want you just to know. I want you to know just how good of a guy I really am, yeah. I
Yeah.
pay for that after I win.
That's very
I
noble.
pay for it
of
with
you.
your money. That's how good of a guy I am.
I whisper. Yeah, I was gonna say. I whisper to the barkeep. I say, he wants me to teach him too.
I don't think there's enough lessons that you could give him.
There's not enough lives in this cat to make
You know damn well these big ears can hear what you're saying, asshole, right? If you didn't want to teach me, just say I'm sensitive.
Oh, calm down, by my new friend, okay?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know I'm not very good. It was my first try. I thought it was all right. So
Juju, get those big ears over here.
Okay, what's going on, 13?
I don't know.
Oh, just did you
Slide
just-
over to Gur.
Now that you've had your fun, there are supposed to be other people here. Do you see anybody of adventuring quality?
Why am I starting to talk like you? I mean, maybe I should just take a look around. Yes.
Meanwhile, we're doing the same thing. Nobody here could be.
Everybody search for other people besides us.
Raise your hand if you're looking for me, because I'm looking for you.
My money would be on the purple-haired one and the big one in the back.
Yeah, those are definitely possibilities. Why don't you, do your
What's up, Sonic?
thing?
Welcome to the whole fam again.
Oh, yes, because we all know I'm the talker of the group. Yes.
Yes, you are totally the talker of the group, you know. Yeah, you're everybody. You definitely make the ladies happy.
I'll nod at the rat folk as I go by and walk up to Purple and Big Guy.
All right.
I cast prestidigitation on him, and I'm.
You gotta be able to say the spell if you're gonna cast it. Okay. What are you trying to do?
I make him look super handsome, and like his fur is all curly and topped now, and he looks like Beast from the Disney movie.
Oh, okay. Like when he gets all done up by all the. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
And there's a little bird. His squirrel looks like a bird now.
Oh, okay. Okay. And you're approaching the girl with the purple hair.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll approach both of them. Perhaps did you either of you here for a job?
And she'll kind of look up at you, and her purple hair is going to be covering across one eye. It looks kind of sexy, actually.
Dilly.
And she'll look at you. I'm always looking for a job. My name's Violet.
Good. Duroka, sort of stammering, holds out a hand to shake.
What did you say your name was?
Good. Duroka.
Are you growling at me? Your name, please.
My name is Good.
Oh, that's silly. What a silly name. And she'll kind of like tuck her hair behind her ear, looking at you.
13 elbows, Junem. His name is Gah. That's pretty fucked up.
It was a name that my father gave me. It's a family name, I guess. I was told that you might be meeting a couple more adventurers. And you seem the part.
Well, I'm definitely a businesswoman, and I do some traveling, but I wouldn't say I'm quite of the adventurer caliber. And she'll look over at the big dude who's still got two pint. I mean, this guy's almost 3 sheets to the wind now. He's getting really hammered. He's gonna slam it down. I love adventure, and he's gonna slam it onto the thing. But he's gonna look over, just total like all sloshed.
13. He said that they were looking for 2 adventurers.
Hey, maybe
Does
we
that
should
sound
maybe we should watch them look, and when they find them, we can talk to the same people.
Yeah, because we're
Because we're looking for 2 adventurers too.
Yeah. Clearly it couldn't be them.
Clearly
right?
Yo!
So if they find a couple of adventurers, we just need to get there first.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're on the same page.
All right, I'll keep my ears out. We'll get this done.
That's why I had you over here with the
I'll
big
take the
ears.
big one. You take the little guy.
Oh, I can handle it.
Okay.
Treble's gonna slide on up to behind Gur, and
Okay.
I'm like eye level with the table. And,
Okay.
Hello. What is how's it going?
This gentleman here is looking for some adventurers.
Oh yes, adventurers are the things that we are looking for. Yeah. Would you possibly be those 2 adventurers, Meow?
I more so look for business
I interrupt.
opportunity.
My name is Treble, and I put my hand out.
Okay. And she'll kind of stand up and to kind of get a full look at you, and she'll actually, if you don't contest it, she'll go to kind of like pick you up.
Huh?
But you can go to contest it if you want.
No. Wait.
No?
I need a perception check on the chest area.
Oh, it's so.
I need to know what I need to know what I'm dealing with
Oh,
here.
your passive is definitely high enough to get the once over.
Okay.
She is grade A prime.
I allow it.
Dilly dilly.
Chubby, how do I do the thing? Is it shift click or no? What was the thing to make it bigger?
Oh,
That's Viagra.
I like the token in Shift Z.
Shift Z.
Oh, Shinto.
There you go. And then how do you undo it? There we go.
Yeah, AJ.
Before she picks me up, you hear it on the table.
All right, and now she's picking you up. She's like, "Oh, you're really cute," and she'll set you on the table, and she'll kind of like fluff the hair on top of your head.
I sit Indian style on the table. now that we are doing this, I guess I will get comfy.
Are you gonna pet her back?
I sure do.
Yes. All right, so you go to ruffle her hair, and the purple hair is gonna fall over her eyes, and there's gonna be like a little slit of her eye as she's looking into you, and she's gonna smile.
I say, I can't help but notice that your hair is purple.
You're going to say perfect.
And Sean, just click on the default map so it clears the image.
Oh, here we go. I did it on my screen. I forgot to do it on the second one.
Yeah.
And okay, so say what you said again. Sorry.
I say to her as I'm petting her hair, I say, I can't help but notice that your hair is purple.
And she will tuck it behind her ear again, and she's
Not
like,
as funny the second time.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted.
That's all right.
And she's gonna say, actually, I prefer to call it Violet.
Oh. And it goes over my head. Uh-huh, and I'm staring at her boobs.
Okay.
And when do we leave?
And you start to hear some snoring noises coming from the big guy who was over in the corner. He's just kind of sprawled out. You know, like, what do they call it when you take up a lot of room with your knees?
Manspreading?
Yeah, he's manspreading. He's totally manspreading. He's totally killing the vibe you're going for trouble. So you'll definitely notice it.
Yep.
Jimmy-
So, I believe, Gur, you were talking?
I'm sick and calculation, I don't think these are the people we are looking for.
Today, Junior.
Don't
Humana.
If that's the case, I'll just leave you to it then. And I don't think these are the people we're looking for.
These are not the droids we are looking for?
No.
Okay. What are droids?
13.
Yeah.
I just had an epiphany. Do you know what that is?
That's a big word for you.
Yeah. What? I'm a smart guy. Anyways, so we're here looking for a chest, right?
Yeah, I was gonna have you open the barkeep's chest any minute now.
Okay, and
Dilly, dilly.
were we also looking for a couple of adventurers? Yes.
Yeah, and I was thinking that maybe it might be the pussycat.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Oh, say bitch,
But I mean, okay, let's. Hey, you two. Wobbles, was it?
You need my squirrel for some reason.
Oh yeah, his name
is Grr.
Oh yeah, that's right, Grr.
Say it from the chest.
Hey, perhaps we have intertwining paths here. We were sent here from a friend of a friend. What's the guy's name again? 13. What's your friend's name?
Huh?
It's
13.
Dennis.
13's looking at the bottom of his drink. Oh yeah, Devis. Yeah, Devis.
Oh yes. Perhaps you know of the same guy.
I do, but I think now that I'm thinking about it, perhaps we should speak in the room.
So, this is not the chest we were looking for.
As he's pointing to Violet. This is the one we were looking for.
I think he's trying to get you alone in a room there, Junior.
I mean the key.
The adventurers are Gur and the squirrel. We'll leave the tabaxi to his own musings.
Yeah, we don't need a musician.
As they're having that conversation, they would be able to hear like, and that was the time that I saved the other purple-haired girl from the dragon.
Oh wow, that sounds
And I
brave.
I lean back like a little sexy pose.
Sure.
Let my tail, and it starts whispering in my ear, and I'm like, "No, I don't know that she knows it's the truth. Shut up, tail. I don't. Fuck off right now, meow."
Oh, please tell me I noticed that.
I bet you can do some fancy things with that tail.
Yeah.
This tail has been in place. I don't even finish the sentence.
Go on.
13, he's talking about his tail.
Hey, he's just he's a cat. What do you expect?
Well, let me say, this is not the only
got a
furry
tail.
friend that I have that is exploring and adventuring.
Nobody else will talk to him. You might as well talk to his tail.
That's fair.
What was the perception check for?
To see if I could hear him talking to his tail.
Yeah, that's definitely high enough. Yeah.
So Gur, maybe there's the Gur. Is that right? Is that how you see it?
Good.
Gur.
Good. Good. Good.
Oh yeah, it's like the sound you make after a good bowel movement.
As this is all going on, I just
Behind you.
I start getting up a little bit, like closer into her, like
One guy
trying to
snoring,
block the noise
other guy
out.
making shit sounds, like grunts. Totally killing the mood. You're trying to put on your best game, and they're all.
I look back at 1, 2, 3. Hey, you guys! I am trying to have a conversation with a very beautiful woman, and you guys back here sounding like you all trying to take simultaneous shits.
Don't be rude. That's just the guy's name here.
Yeah, it's good.
It is not gear. It's good.
Okay.
There's a nuance to it.
And as you're bickering with them, you turn and Violet is actually like she's like walking away. She's like slowly like trying to sneak out as you're like, guys, this beautiful girl. And you're like, her, and she's gone.
Old person. Wait, I don't have that.
And she is.
And she's gone.
I'm sure you meet someone someday.
So, no. There's gotta be a better way to
Close
say
enough.
it. We'll go that. Can I call you Wobbles?
No, this is Wobbles.
Oh.
You could call me Doraka, but that is my father's name.
Doraka. Well, I'll get the hang of it. Nevertheless, it seems we have some business to attend to, yes?
Yes, I think we should do it in private, though. There's something about exploding messages.
Yeah, well, I ate it instead. It worked out pretty good, but it tasted like shit, so...
It'll even taste more like shit later.
I've long since pooped that out, no worries. Is there a place we can go, maybe?
I took a gur right before I got in here.
Well, that's going to be a running gag.
That's 3 years of taking a gur.
I'm the king of this land. Hello, I'm
It's pronounced.
I need a drink.
I think I do too.
And yeah, I'll hold out my room key and be like, I have a place this way.
And thus a legacy was born.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll step back.
Yeah, I'll lead all three of them upstairs to my supposed room.
Wait, hey, Kurt. I run up to him. Hey, what the hell are you doing inviting these two?
I think these might actually be the adventurers. No one else here is sober enough.
We only got one room, and I am not going to be sleeping with a fucking rat.
I was told it
You
has
can stay with
multiple
me,
beds.
it's okay.
Hey, you don't hear this. I'm whispering.
Perhaps you don't see these ears right there. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, I can see your all ears. Yeah.
Yeah, we were all here of the same accord, meeting under the same man. So we have some business to attend to. Yes. This one, the short one with the
Dilly
the
dilly.
ears?
Yes, he has the information that
Okay.
we need.
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm talking about the other cat in the room.
The other short cat. Yes.
How many times do I got to tell you I'm half gnome? You can make gnome jokes too.
Just,
He doesn't know many.
All right. Good night.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week.
I guess I'll gnome home.
I dropped my mic, but it's mounted.
Oh.
There's no place like Gnome.
Keep them coming. Well, if we're going to talk, I suggest we talk down here. Because if I'm going to be shacking up with a rat, then I want to be nice and slippery before I go to bed.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Yes, perhaps. You know, I just heard that again in my head, and it does sound very sexual. But I am
Okay.
I am not
I'm
implying.
sure that
I am not
the
implying that
purple-haired lady was beautiful. Yes, but
laying with the rat. No, that's not happening. I would die at least.
Good. Okay.
I would take 8 of my lives before I did that.
I'll take a look around the room, make sure no one appears to be watching or overhearing us.
I think if you guys can move over to the square table, and it'd be far enough away from earshot from everybody.
Okay.
Square table.
Was there?
13 will stop along the way and pick up some more peanuts for Junem.
Oh,
Okay.
you're so kind, 13. Thank you.
There'll be a fresh bowl on the bar.
And yeah, take a fresh drink for myself too.
Okay.
And thank you very much. Oh, hey,
Wait.
Mr. Bartender.
Yes. You need another drink.
No, well, always. But I was wondering, me and my friends, my friends, and a cat are going to be sitting over there at the table, and I was wondering if you had a chest back here somewhere. And he's like leaning over the bar, looking behind the bar.
Sure. What
I had a purple
what
one,
kind
but
of
I
chest
lost
are
it.
you looking for?
It's just one that
Show him the key. Show
one
him the
that's
key.
open with this key, and he shows him the key.
Was there anyone in particular that left the chest for you?
Yeah, it's just Davos. Yeah, that's it.
Devis, yes. He told me to wait for somebody who asked for his chest specifically. Give me one moment, and I will return it. And
Yeah, just bring it over to the table. I appreciate it.
okay.
Here's a little something for you. And he flips him a gold piece.
Awesome. He'll
More
catch
muddy
it in the air and
footsteps.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, then he'll make the muddy footsteps back across the bar.
All right, he'll be gone for a few moments, and he will return, and he will drop this chest on the table for you guys, and he'll say, "I hope this is what we're looking for." He said that nobody would know it was here unless they were supposed to have it. So here you go, and then he'll go back to the bar. Dilly, thanks for the follow.
Ew.
Hey, whisper to Gur. Hey, Gur. Hey, what the hell is the point of me having the key if the fucking rat has a key too?
Does the chest look like it has 2 key locks on it?
It does indeed.
It's probably a math problem.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, and as you're looking at the
13 leans over to Junem. It's a well-known fact that cats can't count.
as you
Didn't know this, but that's good information. Yes.
As you look at the chest, it has a metal frame, but it's covered with the same leather that was on the leather satchels that you saw the original scrolls in. So it looks like it would be the right thing. And there is definitely 2 separate locks on the face of the chest.
So before we do this, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Good.
No.
Never mind.
Okay.
I personally am well learned to read. My friend here is, as you see, musically inclined, and your friend is not.
First time.
Oh, I didn't
Hey,
know
that wasn't bad for his first time.
Crushing the bench.
Yeah, that is totally what she said.
He's a little bit more talented with like trumpets.
I would have mentioned the drums.
That's a good idea. I'll try that next.
I could teach you the drums too, you know? As long as you don't break the sticks
Play
too.
the drums too.
I play everything. I'm what they call a player. I'm a bard, you know? It's my thing.
I've heard that joke like 5 times now.
You want me to go back to the rapier jokes?
No, dude.
They're the rapiest.
What do you want to know?
What makes you qualified to be an adventurer? Besides being learned.
I will use prestidigitation to create a small, harmless illusionary effect of like a little tiny dragon. I wanted a few non-humanoids who actually has the ability
Dilly,
to catch
dilly.
the genius.
Dilly.
Dilly.
Dilly fucking dilly.
In character, they're like, what? What does that mean? You broke the fourth wall, viewer. Thank you.
I may not be the most combative, but I find that most groups will need someone who can identify or comprehend things.
That's good,
always
because neither
useful.
one of us can.
Yeah.
He looks at Juneb.
Sounds good to me. So we've got somebody that's a keen perspective and another guy that can play lots of instruments.
Yeah, playing musical instruments, that'll be useful.
You'd be surprised.
He played pretty good, give him that, but I mean...
Yeah, but how many times are you going to drag a piano along?
You might remember that one time a couple years ago you had me with a piano on my back, but it didn't last too long.
I point at the rat and I say, "Here is something you cannot understand. How a lute could just kill a man." Ding, 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 ding.
He's doing it again. I
I
don't know. I think I could kind of get used to it, to be honest.
But what about you two? What do you bring to the table apart from gestures up and down at the Jack Prophet?
Yeah.
You won't get sunburned.
I bring him. And he points to Juneb.
I bring the great, beautiful word of the strongest of the goddesses, Carvalia.
Oh, so you
Perhaps
can
you
do
know.
healing then?
Yeah, he's a little confused. It's actually all about the unity, but you know, that's fine. He at least believes in something.
It's been a little crazy since Tavara took over. I'm not a huge fan.
See that's where we agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be good to have other perspectives. I don't really get into politics or religion.
Sometimes I wish I could avoid it, but here we stand. Yes.
Sit.
Actually,
best. That wins.
Oh, they're sitting. Shit.
As he pulls up a chair.
And 13 standing on the chair so he can see up on the table. So he is standing.
They're actually standing.
This is standing. This is standing. I'm standing.
Oh yeah, let me stand up.
Will the real bud please stand up?
I'm getting up. Okay, that would be me. Just kidding.
I could make a bard out of you yet, elephant.
Hey, we talked about the lessons. I'll hold you up to that.
Well, just as long as you don't do it physically, okay?
It's my job.
That's fair.
I already have an Uber.
Dilly dilly.
So I think we've figured out reasons we're here, but we've got these 2 keys.
As I start smelling.
Oh, sorry. That's 1 + 1 equals 2. Just if you pay attention, you'll catch on eventually. Yes. 2 keys that
It's
go
science.
into
You
the chest.
wouldn't
Yes. You wouldn't understand.
We got 2 keys. We got 2 keyholes. So we just double penetrate this here chest.
Double penetration.
All right. So you stick the 2 keys, double penetration style, into the chest, and it is going to reveal yet again another leather-bound scroll.
Is this one going to explode as well?
I'll eat it if it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
And
Hey, since we have an entertainer, maybe he should read it.
it should be in your
Oops.
Where's my
I don't
oops?
have that.
Whoops. Should be in your
Oops.
thing. I'll pull it for the viewers to be able to read if somebody wants to read it off.
What's it say? Or where is it at?
It says
Where is-
Devis Scroll.
Where? I don't see it.
He did have a scroll either.
Is it under session 0 campaign?
It should be. Maybe it
Session
didn't.
0 campaign. Don't see nothing.
If I zoom in,
Be able to press shut.
can't even see it. The thing.
Okay, I'll give it to 13. I'll give it to all of you, but 13, you can go ahead and start reading it.
Alright. 13 will unroll the scroll and sit on top of the chest.
Okay.
If you were reading this, then the four of you have agreed to take on this dangerous quest. He looks around. I think we just agreed to open the chest. But, hey, whatever. The Shroud have tasked me with recovering the Golden Fleece from some bugbears. Hey, he points at Gur. You got the Golden Fleece? The bugbears, they're hiding it. And I found their location, and he's willing to pay 200 gold pieces for each of us for assisting him. Hey, that's pretty good. 200 gold. Meet me tomorrow at noon on the marked place in the map, and he'll explain everything. Little squiggly line, Devis.
How many times did Devis write in
It's all over here. Look at it.
This is what we get for letting Rat read.
Well, I was going to read it, but 13 said he wanted to, so I didn't want to impose,
We'll let you read the next one then.
He rolls the scroll back up and smacks Trevor with it. Bad kitty.
Well, he had a little squirt bottle.
I don't own it yet. I'll be buying one soon.
You know, it's so good. Bad kitty.
Grrr!
So many canon things.
That's my response.
He's what he needs.
So let's see what tomorrow at noon. That gives us plenty of time to get some more drinking. So I think we're pretty good.
I think I've had enough to drink for the night, actually.
It's funny that you of all of us are the lightweight.
Well, did you see the size of those cups I was drinking? They were the size of your head, your whole body.
I did not know they made them that big, but okay.
Next time, ask for the giant-sized.
You could go for a swim.
Ask for the Juju special.
Juju special.
The Juju juice.
Let me have... And I just put a swimming suit on and...
Swimming cap, pull the ear, tuck the ears in.
The only time you'll ever see Treble getting wet.
Yeah. when
it's booze.
Unless the purple hair chick comes back.
What the? How did it go? How did it go with the lady with the purple hair?
Oh,
I heard you trying to put the moves on her. You got away with the ladies. I would say.
I got away with a lot of things, but when I got three guys in the background, sound like taking shit all day. Bunch of asshole, you know. It's how'd they say, cock-a-blocking?
Never heard of it.
I will teach you this too.
You will teach me cock blocking. Is that what you said?
It's probably a monk
blocking.
thing. I don't know. Ask the rec. It's probably a monk thing. It sounds like a monk thing. Like you block. Here comes the cock. Look out! You must block the cock. Here he comes. And then here's me, and here is purple lady, and here is boobs, and here is me. Then here is three of you. I can't count, right?
13.
Then,
what the fuck is he talking about?
And then you
I
come
don't know.
in.
I think he's had more to drink than we think.
He's drunk.
The way of the armored rooster.
Gur.
Hey, back me up here, Gur.
Perhaps you should have
You were there. You
have
saw it.
Tribble cut back on the booze a little bit.
I would say the same thing about your tiny fellow as well.
Yeah.
Okay. The barkeep will call out last call, and as you look at the window, it's super dark outside. Somehow, a lot of time it's escaped from you guys as you spend lots of time hanging out, talking, everything. It had been hours. So if there's any other drinks you guys want to order, now would be the time to get one more, and then he's gonna be shutting the bar down.
One more drink. That'll fit.
I want excuse me, barkeep. May I get a juju size milk and vodka, please?
Behind him is June. I'm just doing this. Like, don't do it.
He'll go and fill it with
I'm
water.
standing.
Yeah, he'll bring it out, but it's full of water because Judy's like
Picked up.
Yeah.
Hey, some people think I can't count, but I can see colors. That does not look white to me.
It's a special new brew. You'll hardly taste alcohol at all.
Pure vodka.
Yeah.
I use my keen senses.
It smells like water. It tastes like water.
Like vodka.
This is an insult, but I accept.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, nimbly bimbly. Okay.
Carefully not letting it get on me.
Okay. So he starts shutting down the bar and he's cleaning it up. You got the suite room that's up there, and from what he was saying, it's a huge, massive room. So there's probably enough room for everybody, unless some you guys are wanting to also get a room.
I mean, if there's 4 beds, I'll offer the room to him.
I kick him in the shin.
Go ahead, we get to be kind.
There's 2 beds, but they're really big beds.
Oh, no. They can get their own room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other rooms are single units, so there's one bed in each of them, but they're a lot cheaper. And with all the coins you guys threw on the onto the bar with all the drinks, it's more than paid for the room. So you guys can, each of you can have your own room. Gur has the suite. Go ahead.
That ain't just gonna crash on the floor and with Junem.
Okay.
Yeah, we're kind of used to it by this point. I don't think I've ever seen him use a mattress anyways.
Okay.
I rolled a 3 for gold, so I'm gonna crash with Gur.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it was you talking about for the starting wealth?
Yeah.
It was times 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it
30.
translates to 30.
Yeah, so you have 30.
I'm still cheap.
It's like, shut up, DM. I am broke.
So the rich stay
I
rich.
have no money.
I'm a little
Okay.
buzzed. I want somebody to chit chat with.
So as you two go into the suite, it has actually a revolving door as you go up to it, and as you spin around in there, it has its own private kitchen. There's kind of like an elevated balcony part that looks over some windows, and there's this huge like suite side, like huge bed. And then there's a second bed that's also in there. Sure, jacuzzi. It's a full suite, so it's
I feel like we're going to
completely
get mugged.
Ninjas from the corners.
The revolving door is lockable, so it's to stop it from spinning. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then you two are gonna go into one room. They're pretty small, but if you're okay with curling up on the ground, you can definitely both fit. Was there anything you guys wanted to do before you retired back to your rooms?
I stripped down naked. All right, yo. All right, big guy. Let's do this.
Wait,
Come
you're
on.
going to fight?
Just like we did in the old days. You remember, right? I come in naked. You stand there staring at me like, why is this guy naked? And then I punch you, and you fight back. And then you beat the shit out of me, and I pass out, right? Remember?
Is there a large amount of water in this room?
Yes.
Do it.
Yes, there's the jacuzzi.
Shape water and just...
And he's naked too, so he's just dripping wet. half to backseat.
That's my squirt bottle. It's 5 by 5 foot square of water if it's available, and just...
Oh, that'd be the entire thing, yeah.
Yep.
I'm using cat claws, and I run up the wall. What is wrong with you?
You are drunk. I'm serving you up.
You are
God.
You're an asshole. That was not nice. I remembered it for a long time now.
Are you good?
No, I'm not good. I'm soaking wet. You
No,
turn
that
me
does
off.
damage. I'm not going to do that.
What did you say?
I
So
was
you
considering
turn me
doing
off.
frostbite on him, but that doesn't.
Oh man.
Treble comes running out of the room. I was in the pool.
Chuck, totally George Costanza it.
Okay.
All right.
You guys ready to turn in for the night?
I'll find him a talon, and yeah.
Okay.
Oh, don't use prestidigitation or anything on it. Make him suffer.
He has prestidigitation.
You don't know. You're not there.
If he's too drunk to remember, he has it as well.
He forgot.
Can I dry off my little gnome buns?
Okay. All right. Good job,
I'll
guys.
turn in. I'll be saying my prayers for the night. That's a ritual thing.
Okay. Awesome. Does anyone have any
30,
other?
13 will do the same.
Okay.
We're used to a set amount of time of basic silence, I guess.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. You two have any rituals or anything that you want to do for?
I'll make Wobbles a little bed out of like spare blankets and stuff on the bed with me since it's so big.
Okay.
Usually we just fight and then he throws water on me and I go to bed. That's our ritual.
That's our ritual. Yeah.
Done.
Awesome. Awesome. So we will end the game there. GG, guys. Well played. Yes. A good first session. Thanks, everybody. We got 125 people hanging out with us. So before you go,
Whoa.
nobody leave. Nobody leave. We're actually going to turn to the chat if there's any questions that you guys have for these guys.
Yes.
So comments,
Nice.
questions, concerns, let us know which parts you like, some things that stood out that you, or, hit them up with some questions about their characters. These are brand new characters, player characters for you guys to get to enjoy watching. So this would be the perfect time for you guys to ask some things about them and learn a little bit about them.
You'd menace.
So we're going to be looking at the chat for that. Let's see. Let's do some plugs. Chubby, you want to run through the list of all the shows on our channel for all the new people who joined?
Yeah, so Sunday we have Ages Past, which is ran by AJ, our incredible artist who put together all of the artwork you see behind our characters. On Mondays, that is my game, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, played with a considerable group of really talented players. I enjoy running the game quite a bit. On Tuesday we have the first season of Horsemen of the Apocalypse. They're a little bit more into it than we are, of course. Then, of course, today you get the advantage of seeing Horsemen of the Apocalypse from the very beginning, and we had quite a few people come here. So come back next week; it's going to be a lot of fun. And soon we will be having a vampire game on Thursdays, which is pretty nice. And then Fridays and Saturdays and Fridays and Saturdays, we're probably going to be trying to add more content. So keep looking, keep coming back, and most of the games run right around the 6 o'clock hour Pacific time. So come on in, set your clock or hit the little bell and just get told when things are coming, guys.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing a total rebrand for the channel. So it's called HotA RPG because it was originally just the one show, but Chubby came aboard. We have other DMs. So we're going to be rebranding the whole channel. So make sure you're following because the name is going to be changing here within the next couple of weeks. An announcement, if you guys missed it earlier, we qualified to apply for Twitch Partner. So we did that 2 days ago. So we're waiting to hear back for that. Everybody cross your fingers. I'm pretty sure we're going to get it, but we'll find out. That's going to be a lot of good things for us, and that'll help with the rebrand. And then we have, once that happens, we're going to have Kyle's game. It's a steampunk one. It looks like it's going to be an amazing...
It's shiny.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's the best.
So they all played together, and then they took a break, but they're bringing it back, and he's going to start recording it, and we're going to run the episodes on the channel. So that's going to be coming. And then also we have one in the works that we forgot to mention earlier. Do you want to bring it up?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Hey, okay,
I totally forgot to mention earlier. I'm sorry. Go ahead and play it.
No. Okay, I have a team of 4 that have been working on a crazy little Dark Crystal one-shot. And we're going to stream that sometime Friday, Saturday, or Sunday live. so we can interact with the chat room. And
Okay.
it's gonna be like a 3-4 hour adventure, maybe a 2-parter, 3-parter, maybe. We'll see.
Awesome.
So shout out to my players. Blah, 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 blah.
We've also been looking at running one-shots so that some of our subscribers can get in on the action. So
Yep.
keep an eye out for those things coming as well, guys.
Yeah, we'll be announcing it.
Definitely.
We have some one-shots that we kind of pre-put together, but we're also looking at just anybody on the channel that wants to run one. We'd love to get some of you guys in there. We're going to be relaunching the Patreon. Oh, we're going to Gen Con 2020. So everybody from all the different shows on the channel, we're all going to be going. So we're going to be doing fundraiser for the year. So all the money that you guys cheer and from the subs is all going to go towards trying to get everybody down there. So if you guys are interested in going, or if you want to meet anybody on our team, that would be a great way for you guys to be able to come meet us. We're going to play live and stream from there. We're going to be in full costume and everything. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I gotta add in, we are trying to raise extra money to get Barbara Walters to come with us. So when we go on, she can say, "My name is Barbara Walters, and this is Gen Con 2020."
I didn't know where you were going with that to the very
Barbara Walters 2020. This is
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Well, we appreciate
2020.
We appreciate you guys hanging out with us and all the follows, and we got some subs. I haven't seen any questions in the chat, so we'll give you guys another 30 seconds before
Cross
shut it down,
questions.
unless if you guys put questions in there, we'll keep going. But
I'll ask a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What got?
Did you just say that?
Yeah. All right. Ready, set, go. Question for John.
Yeah.
What got you into DMing on screen for online streaming?
It's just a way to. Sorry, I'm still 13.
13.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, 13. What exactly got you into the DMing? Yes.
It's all about Roll20 and platforms like that really reignited the passion that I have for role-playing games, and it's so much easier to invite people to share a virtual desktop with you than it is to invite them into your house.
Mm-hmm.
So I really thank the community for that because it's really made it so that I can start to pursue GMing and running games and playing with people again.
Okay, we have a question that popped up. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? The answer is a woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. I think that's the answer. The next one is, how did the characters meet before their pairing tonight? So we'll get to that. The one that's a really quick answer after that. Can I get an anti-health potion for Junem? No, you can't. But what you can do is you can buy ones for me to use on the monsters against them. So any health potions or inspiration points for me gets used against them.
That's my Thursday night DM right there.
Guess you're gonna have to buy them all for me, I guess.
He's trying to kill me off, I think.
So that is the answer. So no anti-health potion, but you can buy them for me to use against them. So back to the question: how did characters meet before their pairings tonight? So the 2 and the 2. Take a moment. Try to make it brief in case there's more questions. Just quick snaps.
We brought it up briefly while we were in the cave. When the first horseman came, 13 and I met up at the basic at round 0 for that. Made acquaintances, but never really made much more of it. And then when the second horseman came along, we both went to the session to ground 0 again. Recognized that we're both there again. Made our acquaintances. Figured out that something more was going on. Started traveling together, and 10 years later, we had been pretty much following each other's footsteps ever since.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, it's been pretty good having my own personal mount.
Walking ways.
Been pretty good having somebody to keep me out of trouble too. So
Yeah, and he throws me at things. It's all.
Did
It's
somebody
a
say trouble?
no trouble.
I heard you. That's like kind of saying how you pronounce girl. You do it wrong, but it's okay. He hears you. And when you say trouble, I hear you. So
what about trouble and Gur? And any other questions throw in there in the chat?
let's see. What did we come up with?
There was a short period of time where Gur was, after a couple of the horsemen had shown up and everything like that, Gur wasn't doing so well. After a drunken binge, he ended up in a dwarven prison around the same time that Treble did. And they got along pretty well after that. They went their own separate ways afterwards, but kind of knew where to find each other. So when the quest came in, Treble knew where to look.
Yeah, Treble was the type that suckers into that old saying, pick the fight with the biggest guy. And he saw this 7-foot furry guy, and he's like, well, nobody likes me being a half-breed, so off goes the clothes. Let's go, big guy.
Awesome. All right,
Nice.
so since you guys are, the whole point of this now is to learn about the world. So for the first horseman, the ground zero was Kelna, for the town where you guys first met. And then for you two, the dwarven prison would have been in Turris. Okay. Awesome. Well, that's it for us, guys. We're almost at the 3-hour mark. So this has been a lot of fun. This was episode 1 of session 0. The campaign still is a ways out, but there's lots of stuff that they can learn in the meantime. Check us out next Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, and it's always a pleasure. We'll see you next week.
Yeet.